Hayes Eye Center. I'll be right back. We got the national anthem. This ain't the NBA. We're standing up. Richard, great news. Nobody took a knee.
That's right.
All right, let me get back to our fabulous sponsors. We have Chelsea Tire Pros, Columbiana Tractor, Elite Off-Road and Performance, Hayes Eye Center, Shirley Hall with Keller Williams, Ridgecrest Homes, State Farm Agent Charlie Daniel, and Hope for Gabe.
And from everyone at Code 96.9, Chelsea High School Football, and all of our Chelsea fans listening and or this year watching, we want to say big thank you to these sponsors.
Richard, before we move on to tonight's game, let's take a quick look at how last season ended for both teams. Chelsea ended with a 5-6 record overall, record 3-3 in the 6A Region 5 last fall. All while making the playoffs, Chelsea ended the season with a loss to eventual state champion, the Oak Mountain Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and on the contrary, Oak Mountain, they play in 7A, probably one of the toughest regions in the state. They ended up with a 2-8 disappointing record last year. They went 1-7 in that region. Last year's season opener was against these two teams back at home at Chelsea High School Stadium. Oak Mountain came on top of that game 17-0. Chelsea lost a lot of experience due to graduation up front. However, Oak Mountain is bringing back one of their most experienced teams that they've had so far, and they're excited to get this year's season started.
All right, Rich, that's enough about last year. Let's look forward to tonight's game between the Hornets and the Eagles. Coach Dustin Goodwin is starting his third year as a head coach at Chelsea High School, and he's got a new quarterback this year. This year's quarterback battle came down between the senior Nick Neves and junior Cooper Griffin, and I believe that Neves will get to start tonight. Neves' backfield partner, senior Collier Blair, number 1, is starting for the 4th consecutive year at running back. He provides a spark on offense every time he touches the football, Richard.
Yeah, and if you've kept up with Chelsea football over the past 4 years, you know the name Collier Blair. He returns after a season in which he collected more than 1,200 rushing yards and 18 touchdowns last year. He's also a threat with catching passes out of the backfield and does great in open space. Neves will have some experienced receivers to throw to this year that with leading seniors Gabe Ruffin, Adam Reeves, and Holton Smith, all of them who got quite a bit of varsity action on Friday nights last year. Ruffin has the size, while Smith and Reeves both have that quickness and speed.
Richard, Chelsea does have some experience at key offensive positions, but perhaps the biggest shoes to fill this year will be the ones left by the entire offensive line graduating last spring. Be interesting to see how the new unit is gelled and how they come together against this big, athletic, experienced defensive from Oak Mountain, especially up front. That D-line is really good. Hopefully we'll be able to handle them up front, and we can get Neves some time to find some open receivers.
Yeah, and contrary rate defensively, the Hornets are bringing back some experienced up front and in the secondary. You got Garrison Maddox, Marquise Turner, we call him MT. You got Chad Carboni, Jake Adams, Chandler Pruitt, all on the back end. They're all returning starters from last year. That was really stout at times. I do believe the success of the Hornet defense this year comes down to who can settle in and be the leaders of that young linebacker core.
That's right. The defense will be tested tonight as they face Coach Chris Bell's best offensive line that he's had at Oak Mountain since he's been here. And, of course, they'll be blocking with their junior quarterback, Evan Smith, who's starting his 3rd season as the Eagles starting quarterback. He's an exciting, elusive runner and has really improved his passing skills, and he's matured. Coach Bell's option-style offense suits Smith well, and plenty of weapons around him to make this a really hard offense to stop.
Yeah, and, let's talk about the special teams for Chelsea. We got Xander Eccles. I believe he's committed to play at the next level.
UAB?
UAB. be. He's starting his 4th season as starting deep snapper here for the Hornets. And, of course, last year coming on strong with Sam Niven with his punting duties. Hopefully somebody will be able to step in and replace Cooper Neal, who was our senior kicker last year. He went 37 of 38 from PATs, and he hit several important field goals, Ray.
And I think it's going to come down between Alex Trout and Sam Niven, both doing kicking and punting. I don't know if you know, but Sam's actually the number 11 punter, I want to say either in the country or in the state.
We'll get some clarification on that.
We'll get some clarification. Hey, go ahead, Jackson. We're ready for you.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier today in Chelsea. We got some rain throughout the day and throughout last night. The field got pretty saturated today and last night with some heavy rain. Also, with the pandemic going around in the world right now, we have some new rules for the field tonight. So the coaches and the players are allowed to spread out and go from the 10-yard line to the 10-yard line, so they can do the social distancing rules. And every player and coach has to have a mask on down here. So that's why I'm maybe a little bit muffled, because I do have a mask on down here. So we're excited to go here.
Jackson, we also heard some other rules that you might find out about. Heard timeouts are also longer this year, so that's a thing we need to look out for. They are only allowing one captain and 2 officials to go out to the middle of the field to cut down on the presence of people. I did notice the white hat does not have a mask on, which you don't need to know my beliefs on masks, but that's here or there. We're just excited, Richard. It's Friday night, and we're going to get to see some high school football. Because I'll be honest with you, I was skeptical if this was even going to happen this year.
Well, we have had the initial coin toss. Chandler Pruitt was the captain for the Hornets. Oak Mountain won the toss and deferred. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So that means Chelsea's going to see Chelsea's offense to start the ball game.
Well, that's good. We're going to see that offensive line. You mentioned it. A couple of things we found out that Oak Mountain had a couple of key players move out. One went to Hoover, one went to Thompson. But I heard they had a couple of key players move in. Had a big defensive lineman move in, and had a new quarterback move in, which they don't need help at quarterback.
Definitely not.
So I'm anxious to hear how that works. And Nick Neves will lead the Hornets out to start this 2020 football season.
And they just disappeared in a puff of white smoke.
Yep.
Or baby powder.
Yeah, all the kids threw baby powder up in the air. So that, I'm sure that'll make good thing if they all have their mask on, though, Richard.
Yeah, sure they do.
Sure.
And I tell you what, it's like going to, I don't know, but Miss Donna pointed out in our pregame thing that both stadiums are limited to 50% capacity. And it's nice to see. We do have a nice student section turnout there.
Yeah, Richard, up here, we're maybe a little bit right at capacity, 50%, maybe 51%.
Yeah.
But we got a good crowd, which is fantastic. And Richard, we're excited. It looks like our kickoff return team just paint the picture for you. Oak Mountain's got a really nice stadium here. We are on the visitor side, the Chelsea, the home side. And all the refs are gathered at midfield. Oak Mountain's going to be to your left. Chelsea will be to your right. And back deep now, the baby powder's making its way up here.
Yeah, that's all right.
Smells like I just got out of the shower.
Just put your mask on, Ray.
Yeah, well.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, here we go, Richard. Well, Chelsea's huddled up on about the 32-yard line, getting ready for Oak Mountain's kickoff return. Hey, this starts this season for these seniors. You and I know these seniors well. We've been part of this bunch since they were in fourth grade.
Yep.
Third grade or fourth grade? Fourth grade, we started coaching them. So back deep will be Collier Blair, and number 2 will be Hassani Burns. Both of those guys will be back deep for Chelsea. And the next lineup will be Holton Smith and Adam Reeves. You've got 4 seniors back deep. So looking forward to some excitement. Collier Blair hopefully can start his senior season with a good return here.
Yep.
All right, whistle's been blown. Kickoff is in place, and it is a low line drive. Will be picked up by Hassani at about the 7-yard line. He's up to the 20, gets a good block by Collier. It's going to be brought down about the 22, still on his feet, all the way up to the 27-yard line, 28-yard line, where Chelsea take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, he looked like he was down, and then he rolled on top of the Oak Mountain player.
Yep.
And was able to pick up a couple more yards. So
They marked it back.
Yeah,
27. Richard Knight, the key, like Jackson said earlier, it's wet. It's been wet. And so the ball, we got Robbie Hayes, our ball boy, does a fantastic job. So hopefully see he can keep the balls dry tonight. All right, come out in a trips right formation. Got Adam Reeves in the slot. Collier Blair all set to the left of Nick Neves. Nick's calling a snap, gets the ball, hands it to Collier Blair, and Collier dives up the middle over left guard for about 2 yards maybe.
Yeah, that was just a little lead play there. Number 4, Marquise Turner, who played defensive end for us last year. Was the lead blocker that time.
Been playing a little H-back this year,
Yeah.
So he's doing both. I wonder when I saw him tonight in number 4, I wondered he must not going to be playing on the offensive line.
Defensive line?
Yeah, well, or offense. He did a little offense when he was a freshman. He did a little D-line and offensive line.
It looked like Collier Blair got some dirt or something to the face. He came out, and number 6, senior linebacker, really, backup running back, Donovan Bivens, is checked in.
We got our first penalty of the game. Well, you can't start the season, Richard, without a penalty.
That's right. 5-yard penalty, so.
What was the penalty?
I never saw it. It must have been illegal formation.
Must have been. All right, Donovan checks in for Collier Blair. 5-yard penalty, backs us up to the 21-yard line. Still in the shotgun formation. Donovan offset to the left of Nick. Twins right, single receiver left. Nick tries to draw the defense off sides. He does not. Oak Mountain in a 4-man front, 3 linebackers. Nick checking with MT, letting him know what to do. Ball snapped. Hand to Donovan Bivens. Donovan outruns one guy, lowers his head, and going to get drove back. He had an opportunity, Richard. He could have gotten tackled in the backfield, but thank goodness he evaded the tackle.
Yeah, he did. Number 96 for Oak Mountain, able to bust through there untouched and made Donovan bow it back in the back. And by the time he got to the line of scrimmage, he was met by a host of Oak Mountain Eagles for a loss on that play.
Well, that's fantastic news right there that we didn't lose more than we could have. Collier Blair still not back in the game. Here he comes out up from underneath the tent. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 6. Ball's marked back to about the 20.5-yard line. Collier had time to get in the game. Wasn't able to get in. Adam Reeves in the slot. Gibbs in the 2nd receiver, and Hassani at the 3rd. Donovan Bivens stays in at running back behind Nick. The ball's on the right hash. Ball snap, hand to Donovan, and he's in the back getting tackled in the backfield quick.
That's number 97, Braxton O'Brien, 6'1", 205, defensive lineman for Oak Mountain. Came through untouched, unblocked that time, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about, 16, Ray?
Yeah, 3rd and 16. Donovan comes limping out. Donovan's that starting Mike linebacker, so we can't get him hurt.
No.
10 minutes left to go in the first quarter, the opening quarter of this 2020 season. Collier Blair checks back in the game. Now we're in a throwing situation. Ball all the way back to about the 19-yard line. 3rd and about 17 to go right here, Richard. Look for a screen pass. Play action. Gibbs on the reception from Nick. Gibbs breaks the tackle, but he didn't go. He kind of went more lateral than he did up north and south.
Well, I'm not one to correct you, Ray, but Gibbs graduated.
Not Gibbs.
That's going to be number 5. That'd be Gabe Ruffin.
Oh, my goodness.
He made a nice move. Yeah, Gabe, nice move. Nice pass by Nick out there. Nice catch by Gabe. He turned upfield and made a couple of guys miss, but then was team tackled again by Oak Mountain there. Picked up a couple of yards. It's going to bring up a 4th and 14, so we're going to see our special teams duo of Xander Eccles and Sam Niven here on the first drive.
That's right. Well, and I think it helps us coaches right here, Richard, to better go into the 10-yard line, down to the 10, because when the ball's inside the 25, typically coaches stay at 25. So it's definitely an advantage for us to better go down and do that.
I used to go down the 10-yard line when I coached, but I usually got a flag for it.
Yes, you did. Good snap by Xander Eccles. Good punt by Sam. Nice low spiral. Called at about the 45-yard line. Ooh, that's a block in the back and no flag. Who was that right there that got blocked in the back? Number 13 for Oak Mountain. It looked like he literally pushed a guy.
Number 27, Cody Fortenberry, sophomore. He's going to be starting at linebacker tonight. Came in on special teams there and made a tackle for the Hornets.
Well, my brother-in-law just texted me from the Shelby area, Cornerstones, under a lightning delay.
Well, we saw some off in the distance a while ago.
Yeah, we did. I did way off of about where Cornerstone is. All right, Richard, Chelsea's going to be on defense now. Oak Mountain takes over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. Right hash, quarterback center center. Going from a wing T offense. Number 9 drops back to pass, looks to throw, has no one to throw at. Donovan Bivens on the chase, and it's going to be tough to catch that guy. And who is that coming up? Was that Ernest, number 28? Yeah, Ernest out there. Ernest Moore. Richard, I think he misjudged the speed of the quarterback.
Yeah.
Because his angle, the quarterback had run by him by the time he got to it.
Yeah, lots of new faces on this Chelsea defense. There's Garrison Maddox back out there. He's been there. We got Caleb Thomason starting at nose guard.
Really? All right, here we go. Oak Mountain goes to throws a quick pass out here to number 2. It's a backwards pass, makes a quick move, and it's going to be 2. Hassani Burns comes up with the tackle. Richard, if the ball had been dropped, it would have been a backwards lateral. We got a flag down here, and they're calling roughing the passer. It's going to be a penalty on Chelsea. Roughing the passer on Chelsea. It didn't see who it was.
No.
So Richard, Oak Mountain, where Chelsea come out and ran the ball 4 plays in a row, and then had to throw on 3rd and long. Oak Mountain comes out throwing the first 2 plays, or tried to throw the first 2 plays.
Well, that was one of the things, 2 years ago when Evan Smith started for Oak Mountain, he hurt us with his legs. Last year, he hurt us more with his arm. He's really matured as a passer since he's been playing quarterback here for Oak Mountain.
And hey, just for the record, Oak Mountain has changed offenses a little bit. They were in that 2-back veer.
Yep.
Now they're in the wing T. You just hadn't seen this in a while. So single back wing, give the fullback right up the middle. I think we're going to have a legal procedure. And that's the problem with the wing T offense, is you get a lot of movement in the backfield. And if anybody else moves at the same time, it's going to be a legal procedure.
Nice stop that time by number 68 defensive end Garrison Maddox there. He was able to slide off that block and make the tackle. But nonetheless, it was a penalty on Oak Mountain. It's going to back them up 5, make it 1st and 15 from their 23-yard line.
23-yard line for Oak Mountain on the near hash mark. 8 minutes left to go in a scoreless first quarter, an opening game here at Chelsea. Quarterback under center, got 2 wings. Number 10 goes in motion. Speed sweep to number 10 around the corner. And here comes Ernest on the chase. Ernest is not going to make the turn. Ernest again misjudging the speed of Oak Mountain's running backs.
Yeah, they've got some speed, and that jet sweep there gets out there on the edge, and if the quarterback is not coming up, number 24 Jake Adams has got to come up there and help set the wall there and not be getting blocked 15 yards downfield. But almost enough for a first down. Going to bring up 2nd and short.
Yep, 2nd short ball at about the 11-yard line. Maybe I take that back. It's at the 10-yard line. Quarterback under center. Chelsea's defense sitting back. Ball handed up the middle, and he's just rumbling. It's going to be a touchdown Oak Mountain, Richard, I think. Yep, the signal on the other side says touchdown. He took the ball, and nobody touched him for about 7 yards.
Nope, Donovan Bimmons came in on a blitz and ran right past him. They just passed each other like 2 cars on the interstate. But yeah, they'll put 6 on the board for Oak Mountain.
Yeah, and that's the thing, Richard. You mentioned earlier the quarterback's been good with his legs, and to come out throw and opened up the offense a little bit, and then went to the running game, and we just were not able to capitalize on defense and get a stop.
Yeah.
All right, Oak Mountain will be attempting the extra point. Ball will be snapped from the 3, kicked at the 10. Chelsea lined up in their defense trying to block it. Extra point snap. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Richard, tell us about that scoring drive.
All right, Ray, that was after the Chelsea punt, that was a 5-play, 43-yard touchdown drive by Oak Mountain, capped off by the 2-yard run by this number 10 starting fullback for Oak Mountain.
All right, Richard. Well, hey, good news. We maybe got some of those jitters out. Sometimes it takes just something like a touchdown or something like that to kind of get you relaxed a little bit, because you get hit in the mouth. You know how it is. We both played, and sometimes you just get the jitters, get your mouth popped a little bit, and kind of get you fired up to play.
Yeah. We did have some returning guys this year, but we got a bunch of fresh faces out there seeing their first action on Friday night.
Yeah, like you mentioned earlier, our whole offensive line's new, so that's going to be absolutely, like I do, it takes a little time to get that offensive line gelled, so it's going to take some time to get them together. And we got some new guys. Caleb Thomason, he hasn't played football in 2 years. He's just a sophomore, junior this year, but he ain't played in a while. All right, Collier Blair and Asani Burns, back in the back. Ball's kicked deep to Collier, and it's going to go in the end zone for a touchback, so Chelsea will get the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And a little update on Collier. As y'all see, he was in the game there, but he did get poked in the eye on that first play, so he is good to go. Robbie Hayes, our eye doctor on the field, he checked him out, and he was good to go.
Fantastic.
Good deal.
I lost an eyesight from that.
Yeah, well, it'd have killed most men, right, Ray?
Yeah, it would have. All right, 7:50 left. Chelsea would take over, down 7-0 to Oak Mountain Eagles.
Ray, the offensive line, I'm going to try to get some numbers for you. I know we got some new faces. Try to get them some little bit of publicity here.
All right, trips right, single receiver left. Nick takes the handoff, play action, throws a quick pass right there to number 5, Gabe Ruffin. Gabe's still fighting. The nice quick pass right there. And Richard, that's what I think we're going to have to do. We're not experienced on the offensive line to try and sit back and throw 5-step drops or try and run the ball. We got to open it up a little bit with some quick passes.
Right. We got some good talent up front, just some inexperience.
Yeah.
And nothing but, and got a new fresh quarterback. So the best thing to do is throw some quick passes to your big, experienced receivers like Gabe Ruffin.
All right, tight end in the game. Twins left, single receiver right. Collier Blair to the right of Nick Neves. Quick pass again to number 17, Holton Smith. And it don't take much right there, Richard, for Holton for that tackle to be missed, and he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, if that was a sure tackle out there by number 24 for Oak Mountain. If Holton could have slipped, he would have been hitting his head on the goalpost because there wasn't anybody in front of him.
Nobody over there. So nice first down right there for Chelsea right there. Their first down of the night.
Of the year.
And ball's up to the 33-yard line on the far hash mark. Trips left. A quick pass to number 2. And that's going to be to Hassani. And that's a little quick screen, and Adam Reeves knows it. He missed that block, and that was big because you've got to pick that corner up in that situation.
Yes, that, and you got to have a nice zip pass. That ball kind of floated a little bit
high,
there.
yeah.
And Hassani did a good job of going up and getting it, but unfortunately it was for a 4-yard loss. MT's checking back in at B-back, right?
Yep, he's going back in at that H-back position. No, you're fine. Hassani will come out. MT goes in. It's going to put Twins right. Single receiver left. Holton Smith, the only receiver down here at the bottom of the screen. Ball sitting at the 28. Lost 4 yards on the play. Twins right. Adam Reeves all the way on the outside. Collier goes to pistol formation. MT goes in motion to the left. Ball snapped. Hand to Collier on the outside. Has a little bit of an edge. Lowers his head. Picks up the 5 yards and going to get us back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, we're making good contact. That time MT, like I said, played defense for us last year. He made contact at the point of attack on his block, but he just let him go, and the guy was able to come in and get Collier.
Yep, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. I think
We
we're
got
going
water
to
break.
timeout.
Yep.
We're going to go to a break right here. We'll be right back. At 5:58 left in the first quarter. Oak Mountain 7, Chelsea 0.
Chelsea Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Quinn.
Coming out of this heat timeout with 5:54 left. Oak Mountain does have a 7-0 lead. Richard, we got 3rd and 9. Quick play action pass throw to Holton Smith. He's got blocked.
Nice.
He's up to the 40, the 45, 50. He makes a move and gets pushed out about the 40-yard line on Oak Mountain side.
Right.
What'd you point out?
I just want to talk about the absolute pancake obliteration block by 71 senior left guard Cody Cooper. Obliterated number 13, the cornerback.
Good.
I'm talking about great block, great run, great play call.
You think we need any syrup on that pancake?
I'm telling you, that
Had a
was an
pancake
awesome block. I
yesterday.
have to brag on that with his daddy.
All right, first down and 10 for Chelsea at the 41-yard line of Oak Mountain. Trips right, single receiver to the left. Quick play action pass again. Throws to number 5 right there, Gabe Ruffin. The same play that hurt us, Richard, last year. We're picking him apart with the tight end. Gabe playing a little tight end right there.
Yeah, doing a great job. He's got sure hands. So he comes in there at 6'1", 200. I mean, he's a big dad. His dad coaches at Miles. Don't know that they're having a season this year, but
Richard, he knows coach. He's the head coach.
Head coach, excuse me. I hate to be remiss there.
All right, twins right, twins left. Collier to the left. It's going to be another first down for Chelsea up to the 30-yard line. Emmanuel Waller, left tackle over here on the left side, anchoring that left tackle spot. Nick's blind side. So Collier getting the signal in. Nick's getting the signal to the offensive line. They're ready. Ball gets ready, snapped. Quick play action. So far, Richard, I know there was some question with one Nick Neves. Could he fill the shoes
Then we got the timeout, Ray.
of Moore?
Yeah, Caleb Moore.
And so far, Nick has done a fantastic job. I think he's 100% on his completions. I think he's 5 for 5 and thrown some really good balls. So, hey, we're going to be at a timeout, just like we talked about the rules this year with this COVID situation we're in. They are allowing timeouts to be a little longer. So we're going to go to break. 5:09 left. Oak Mountain 7, Chelsea 0, but Chelsea is driving in Oak Mountain territory.
Support for Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football comes from State Farm agent Charles Daniel. Charles understands what your things really mean to you and is there to help you give them the protection they deserve. State Farm agent Charles Daniel, 205-979-1884. Like a good 96.9 is honored to tell our listeners about Hope for Gabe. Hope for Gabe is a nonprofit foundation created by Scott and Tracy Griffin in honor of their son Gabe Griffin, who is a sophomore at Chelsea High School. Hope for Gabe is focused on the research and cure for Duchenne's disease. More information can be found at hopeforgabe.org.
We're back. What you got, Rick? You got some?
Well, I was just, we talked about this offensive line being young, but I'm seeing the excitement out of them. They're going down blocking. You got 51 Bull Fant there, starting junior center, and they're really starting to show some promise there.
All right, trips left. Uh-oh, bad snap. Nick Neves. Oh, that's got to be a fake. Oh, wow. Must have grabbed him by the shoulder pads.
Well, I jinxed us.
Well, we just had a snap infraction is all we did. Bull just snapped it a little quick.
Excited. He heard me call his name. He got a little excited there. But I'll tell you what, he's one of probably about, 6 or 7 Fants that have started on a Friday night for the Chelsea Hornets. Always going back to his dad, his uncle, his brothers, or brother and cousins played the past couple of years for us. And, he's not very big, but he'll give you everything he's got every play.
All right, Richard, we changed formations. Twins left, twins right. Ball sitting in the middle. Hand to Collier for right tackle. Collier makes a little move. Going to pick up about maybe 2 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long. So once again, we had it going. Adam Reeves giving the coaches, let's hustle it up. Let's pick the pace up a little bit.
Yeah, a while ago when we were going fast, it was kind of keeping Oak Mountain backpedaling a little bit.
I agree.
And, got to get it, but a loss on first down there kind of sets you back.
And Richard, I'll be honest with you too. I think Nick throwing the quick stuff too, I think has helped with Nick's confidence going forward to. Thomas Simpson checks in the game. He's down here at the bottom. He's on the numbers. He's the outside receiver.
Oak Mountain's gone to a 5-man front.
Yeah, they have. Nick looking to throw, throws a quick pass, and it looks like it is intercepted. He got tipped. Did you? Well, let's see. What did they say?
They're calling an interception. I thought it got tipped and hit the ground.
I thought he caught it in the air, but it wasn't so much Nick's fault. He held on to that one a little longer than he has, but that's one of those, it was just tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it kind of came out and floated, and when it did, it just got picked.
Yeah, and, like I said, just got tipped, and Oak Mountain, the time I told you, they came out in a 5-man front, and they brought the middle linebackers. They brought 6 guys in, got a little pressure on Nick, and he just held on to it just a little long and got tipped by one of the defensive linemen defensive lineman from Oak Mountain.
All right, after the turnover, Oak Mountain take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Ball handed to the fullback up the middle in this offense. Just quick strike. And this is, Richard, this is where, listen, all my years of coaching, I just saw lightning.
Yeah, it's getting closer.
It's getting closer. But, and you've been a defensive guy most of all your coaching year. I've never thought a three-man front really helped in a wing T offense, because that fullback can strike so fast, and there's those big gaps between that 5 technique and that nose guard. I mean, you look right now, there's 6 feet. Now, we just moved inside right there. And we hit it in the mouth, but the quarterback kept it. MT don't have a clue who had the football, but we hit it in the mouth that time. We brought some pressure, slanted into it, but that's what I've always been worried about with this defense on it. And it's just this offense here, I think, gives it trouble.
Yeah, it does. And, that time Coach made a nice call, pinched the ends in, hit the fullback in the mouth.
Yeah, he did.
The quarterback, who said this is his 3rd year starting, recognized it, pulled it, and picked up some yardage around the end, pick up a first down.
Yep, another first down for Oak Mountain up to the 41-yard line. Chelsea and kind of walked the linebacker down a 4-man front. Number 9 drops back to throw. Getting pressure on him, and he's got a guy, number 4, wide open in the out backfield. That's going to be a block in the back. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know how you can't call that.
I mean, he literally clipped him in the back.
Yeah.
But you know what, Richard? That's why we have 2 penalties and they have none.
We had some pressure. Where Donovan Bivens was getting some pressure on the quarterback that time, but he was able to find number 4 for Oak Mountain in the open out in the flats and pick up a big chunk of yards there.
Richard, I just got confirmation watching the replay. Ball snapped, hand off the fullback up the middle quickly, and he's still fighting for yards. I don't know what all that was. That was a flop. Might have been the greatest acting of the night. Number 9 kept the football like a midline. But anyway, somebody just watched the replay back on Huddle, and the ball did bounce on the interception.
I thought it did.
So that's just another bad call that's gone our way. But you can expect that when you play away. All right, it's going to be second down and 7 here for Oak Mountain. Number 9 under the quarterback drops back to throw, looking to throw just a quick pass. Ball tipped in the air, and oh my goodness, see, Richard, that's what you call a lucky bounce. The ball bounced off the lineman's helmet, went straight up in the air, and we had an opportunity to intercept it, and their receiver caught it for a first down.
Yeah, the difference is their receiver is 6'3", our defensive back's 5'8", and he just went up and high pointed it and was able to get it for the first down there.
Just got confirmation it's pouring down rain and lightning in Chelsea. Wing T offense, ball handed on another speed sweep, and we did a better job.
Yes.
Ernest right there did a fantastic job. He figured out, Richard, he can't keep chasing at that angle.
Right, you got to take good angles, and you got to attack the hips. That time he got the number 10 for Oak Mountain. Number 10 is Cade George. He's an A-back for them, 5'7", 155. And that time, Ernest did a better job of being able to wrap him up and bring him down for a 3-yard loss.
Yep, second down and 13. Ball sitting at about the 15-yard line. Quarterback drops to throw. He's got some pressure, being chased. Throws it and just throws it. And nice catch, Richard. They're going to call pass interference by Jake Adams.
No, it wasn't Jake.
It's 24. Yeah, it was Jake.
I don't know if that wasn't an offensive push-off.
I don't know. I think they're Richard, they done missed an interception and 2 penalties. You really think we're going to get that call?
I know, but I thought he pushed away and got some separation.
I thought he pushed away too.
No, but he called it on Chelsea.
Yeah, he did. I thought the problem was Jake never turned around, which you don't have to in high school.
Right.
But he kept running into him, and I think that's where they called the interference call.
And Smith, that's part of his maturity. He threw that ball before the receiver made a break.
Yep.
And the ball was there as soon as he made the break, and Jake, like you said, Jake just didn't get his head turned around. I thought there was a little bit of a push-off, but
yeah, it probably was.
Yeah, it should have been a no call, but it didn't matter. It was declined. It resulted in an Oak Mountain touchdown.
But Richard, once again, you go back to the lucky breaks. It could have been an interception. Then he throws it, and the guy ain't even looking. And Jake could have turned around and intercepted just as well. Ball on the 3-yard line for the extra point. High snap, gotten down, and it is good. So with 1:25 left to go in this first quarter, Oak Mountain 14, Chelsea 0.
Yeah, and Ray, that drive resulted after the tip pass interception, trap interception down here by Oak Mountain. Went 75 yards in 7 plays, capped off by the touchdown pass from Evan Smith to their big number 2 receiver from Oak Mountain. He's going to bring the score with 1:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Oak Mountain 14, Chelsea 0.
You know, Richard, one thing that I hadn't noticed a lot of, and this is where I think it hurts us, you know whose name we've not called out on defense one time?
Chandler Pruitt.
Yeah.
He's that safety position. He's the leader. You know, they're doing a good job of isolating him and not letting him get to the ball, and that's his goal. That's his number 1 job. The middle linebacker in this defense that Coach Ellison does a good job of coaching is their number 1 job for the middle linebacker, Donovan Bivens, is to go get the football.
Yep.
And number 29, Chandler Pruitt, at that deep safety, is to run the lanes and go get the football. So.
All right, Collier Blair back deep with Sonny Burns, number 2, both seniors, sent on the 5-yard line. Good kick. Looks like it's going to go over. I take that back. Collier Blair did not go out there to return kicks that time. It was A.J. Freer, number 30, the sophomore. AJ's one of those that we've said a long time ago that AJ was going to be a star. We got some good young sophomore receivers coming. Just checking the radar out, Richard, and it doesn't look very good.
Well, but it does look like it's kind of splitting us there. It's kind of split the 459 junction.
It does.
And everything.
All right, Chelsea's going to take over 1st and 10. Their own 20-yard line. Had a nice little drive going last time before the missed bobbled interception.
And Ray, one thing that we've talked about for years since we've been doing the radio is negative plays.
Yep.
And that's what we cannot have, especially on first down.
All right, tight end in the game. Twins right, single receiver left. Ball handed to Collier. Collier makes a nice cut back up the middle, Richard. Makes 2 guys miss. Nice open field cut right there for looks like a first down.
Yeah.
And nice run right there by the senior tailback, Collier Blair.
Nice snag by Nick Neves on the snap. It was a little high and outside. Nick comes in at 6 feet tall. He was able to reach out and get it with that big wingspan and get the ball to Collier with a clean pocket, pick up a first down.
Twins right. Adam Reeves comes in motion. Little hand sweep. We'd run our own little speed sweep. Adam turns upfield, and there was just too many people for Collier to block. There was about 3 guys. Collier had to pick one, and the other 2 made the tackle.
Yeah, the defensive end for Oak Mountain was able to get some penetration out there on our left. You mentioned a while ago, Emmanuel Waller, our sophomore, starting left tackle. And left tackle is key with a right-handed quarterback.
Yep.
And 97 for Oak Mountain was able to get some penetration, made Adam bow it a little bit, and gave the defense a chance to run the lanes and make the tackle after about a 1-yard gain, though.
Yep, Hassani checks in, tight end checks out. We're in trips right. Gabe Ruffin on the line of scrimmage. Collier to the right of the quarterback. Quick handoff right there to Collier Blair up the middle for maybe a pickup of about 2. Going to bring up 3rd and long, Richard, another passing situation.
Yeah. Ray, you know, Coach Bell talked about how good his defensive line was, and one of the things that you can do on offense, if you run right at a good, strong defensive line that likes to get upfield and put pressure on the quarterback, is to run right at them. And, you know, Coach Ellison and the staff are doing a good job of mixing it up with some run and pass. It's going to bring the end of the quarter, Ray.
Is it going to be up? Bring us into the quarter. All right, Richard, Oak Mountain 14, Chelsea 0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after these messages.
Ridgecrest Homes is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Ridgecrest Homes are well built and affordable. If you're looking for a floor plan that suits your family, Ridgecrest can help. 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
Chelsea Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football. They've been providing friends and neighbors throughout Shelby County with dependable and trustworthy auto repairs for 15 years. Chelsea Tire Pros is now also a local dealer of iconic golf carts. Chelsea Tire Pros, 205-678-4944. Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
Columbiana Tractor is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School football. For tractor, power equipment, and much more, Columbiana Tractor is happy to help you. Columbiana Tractor, 205-670-0054.
Support for Chelsea High School football and Cool 96.9 comes from Elite Off-Road and Performance. Elite Off-Road and Performance has been supporting Chelsea High School and serving the Chelsea and surrounding areas in the 4x4 off-road and motorsports industry since 2018. Elite Off-Road and Performance, 205-677-2080.
As the Chelsea High School right, we're back. It is the opening second quarter. Chelsea's flipped directions. They come out twins right, single receiver left, got a tight end in. Collier Blair to the left. The quarterback, Nick Neves, drops back to pass. Throws a quick pass to Collier Blair, and it's just, he called it. They're giving him the spot, but unfortunately, it's only a 3-yard pickup, which is only going to make it 4th and 4, 4th and 5. So really on a 3rd and 7, Richard, what do we always tell the kids? You got to get to the sticks.
Yep.
But I imagine Nick was just reading his receivers, and Collier was just a safety valve in that formation.
Yeah, that time Nick was looking to his left all the way, and a sophomore Walker Williams, number 55, right tackle, did a good job of protecting his backside there. And but after the pickup of 2 or 3, it's going to bring up 4th and 6 here. We're going to see Sam Niven on for his second punt of the night.
Yep, looks like. All right. Yeah, 4th down right here. Good snap. Punt is away. Nice spiral right there. Driving the returner back. Hit it. And the ball hit him. He's being driven back, and he has to dive on it about the 12-yard line. Wow, what a nice punt, which got away from the returner.
Yes, as a coach, if you're Oak Mountain's coach, you're like, let it go, because that ball, he was no way he was going to field that, and he was lucky to be able to get on it. Nice flipping of the field that time by the senior, Sam Niven. Nice snap there by the senior, Xander Eccles.
Richard, we got to give a shout out to Colin Burrows, one of our sophomores at Chelsea High School, listening to us at home. He's said it is raining there in Chelsea. Got a lot of people saying, hey, y'all ain't going to make it much longer, but I think it's the weather's going to skirt us a little bit. All right, running back goes in motion, hands up to the fullback. Just a quick dive over right tackle. Only picks up about maybe 3 yards, but it's going to bring up 2nd down, maybe 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Ball up to the 15-yard line of Oak Mountain. 10:46 left, 14-0 Oak Mountain with a lead. Oak Mountain has scored on their first 2 possessions. So it'd be nice to get a stop here. Oak Mountain in the wing T offense. Running back goes in motion. Quarterback keeps it. Nobody on the pitch man, Richard, and he's got some running room. Who's going to get him down? With number 10, Evan Jones, trying to. Richard, you being a defensive guy, you got a man on dive, quarterback, and pitch.
Yeah.
We had dive covered. We had quarterback covered. What do we not have covered right there?
You got to have somebody running the lane to get to that pitch man.
Yep.
You got to have it's a triple option. You got the fullback, the quarterback, and the pitch man. If one of those guys is not covered, it can be a big gainer for the offense like it was there.
Well, we got another young linebacker, Cody Fortenberry, is a sophomore. That linebacker, number 9, drops back to throw, has a lot of pressure. Hassani's on him, and Hassani never knew where the football was. Good pressure right there by the Chelsea defense. It looks like Evan Durham. Is that Evan? No, that was Chandler Pruitt.
That was MT, and number 20, Evan Durham. Yeah, all 3 of them hit him at the same time right as he released the ball, so it was a clean shot. And so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Evan Durham, I just realized, is starting at defensive end. Played linebacker for us when he was a freshman. Number 3 goes in motion. Got a legal formation. Another guy on the quarterback, nobody on pitch. So we got a penalty here, and it's based where the flag was thrown. In your logic, it's going to be Oak Mountain because it was on an Oak Mountain side.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a legal formation or legal shift.
Yep.
That time, Chandler Pruitt looked like he took an inside route on the pitch man, and they were able to get the pitch off. Yeah, legal shift by the Eagles. But he and Evan Jones combined for tackle for coming from their safety position. These guys are young, but they've been playing this defense for several years. You know, Evan Durham's played. There's been quite a few different people. The coach has been mixing it up a little bit on the D-line with Evan Durham, Caleb Thomason, Garrison Maddox, James Turns a little bit. We got Donovan Bivens walked up at outside linebacker right now. MT starting at middle linebacker.
Yeah, I see that. Richard, we got people listening all over the country.
Of course they are.
Quarterback snaps. Oh, there's got to be a hole. They literally tackled. He's looking at it, and the white hat's looking at it, and the guy over here had to throw the flag.
Gosh.
That is ridiculous that the white hat is what? Maybe his mask got over his eyes. I don't
He's not
know.
wearing a mask.
Oh, my
He's like, what are you
goodness.
talking about? I mean, he tackled
Literally tackled James
Turns.
Turns.
He's probably telling him that's not his call, but
Yeah.
I threw the flag. I mean,
My goodness.
James Turns did a great job. He kind of popped up before the ball was snapped, and he was able to jut through that time. And the center had no other choice but to tackle him, and he did. So that's a big, huge loss because that's from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring up second. And looks like Hoover.
Another young guy, Caleb Thomason, out there. He's out there at that defensive end. Pretty good. I begged Caleb to play for. Oh, almost a nice pitch. We got good blocking right there.
Nice.
But nice job right there. We had somebody on quarterback and pitch and did a fantastic job. And Richard, you tell me, as a defensive guy, your kids start becoming a little more familiar and they start seeing it, and it makes it a little more easy to dissect as it's coming to you, right?
Well, the thing about it is you don't see the wing tee often.
No.
And so it's very hard to practice against that, day in and day out. And it's hard to pick up on. There's lots of moving parts.
Richard, can you say, ball snapped, handed to the fullback right at the middle. A lot of white jerseys flying to the football, which is fantastic. Can you say your beautiful wife is listening to you right now?
Last I heard, she was watching Beauty and the Beast with her mom.
Well, mine is. So, Mandy, shout out to you. Thank you for listening. And we are excited that you're listening. And I was going to tell you, Donna Bowles texted me. She had a friend of hers listening, Debbie Tillett, your sister, yeah, listening in Avon, Colorado.
Wow, Colorado. I'd like to go to Colorado.
Yeah. All right, 4th down and country mile here. Chelsea looks like they're coming after the punt. Low punt. Going to be caught by Holton Smith. Got a little blocking up there. Holton takes the middle. He's got blocking, Richard, up across Oak Mountain side to the 42, 40, maybe 43-yard line. So Chelsea comes up with a stop. Finally got some help. Oh, Holton comes up limping.
That's all right.
We can't have that.
I just rolled his ankle a little bit there. We talk about this every year between Adam and Holton, Adam Reeves and Holton Smith. You always say Adam's faster, but Holton's quicker. And there's a difference. And he made a little shimmy shake. That he's a basketball player too. Made a nice little shimmy shake there. Was able to cut up the middle on the return there. Nice return. Sets the Hornets up in Eagle territory on the Eagle 44-yard line here. Let's see if we can get something going.
All right, here we go, Richard. 1st and 10 from the Oak Mountain 44-yard line. Ball sitting between both hash marks. Twins right, single receiver left. Collier Blair offset to the right of the quarterback. Nick goes to throw, throws a quick pass to Collier. Collier's got a little running room. Richard's up to the 40, down to the 38-yard line. So pickup of about 3.5 yards.
Yeah, and it's just, Coach Goodwin and the offensive staff's doing a great job of mixing the run and the pass for the Hornets and getting our experienced athletes the ball in space.
All right, Richard Mark Glauser listening at the community center there in Chelsea. Got it on live. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 right here. Twins right, single receiver left. Nick rolls to his left, throws and just gets driven into the ground. And that's one of those right there that can separate a collarbone or break a shoulder. And the boy at left landed on him is about your size, about 290. So that is one of those that'll hurt you.
290.
He's big. 93. How big is he?
5'11", 250.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
He's still.
Whatever. I wouldn't look like that in that uniform.
No. He's poured into it.
Yeah, I'm thinking Oak Mountain's lying about their height and weight because earlier y'all said a guy was like 5'11". He looks maybe 5'2" on the field.
Oh, well. All right, here we go. Twins left, Twins right. Ball over to the right hash. 3rd down and 6 right here for the Hornets. Collier to the left. Smell baby powder. Quick pass. Intercepted right there. Intercepted about the 45. Hopefully we can get him out of bounds. I'd like to see he has stepped out of bounds. The DB just jumped that out route right there. I don't know if we didn't run a good route or we just made a bad throw, but it was just a quick out, and we threw an interception. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for Oak Mountain at the 33-yard line of Chelsea.
Yeah, he was forced out. Nick Neves did a good job of fighting back and able to force him out of bounds for the touchdown saving tackle.
Richard, one way you can not just listen to us, you can go to Chelsea Living on Facebook. I shared it twice today. You can go to Chelsea Living and watch live the football game and listen to us over that live stream. All you got to do is go to their Facebook page and click on the link, and you can watch live. Oak Mountain gets the ball 1st and 10 at 33. 4 goes in motion. Handy, quick up the middle. James turns, hits him quick, but unfortunately picked up about 3 yards.
Yeah. as they run that quick fullback give right up the middle of that option. His helmet came off. He's got to come out for a play, but James did a great job of grabbing on and holding on and pulling him down. Unfortunately, he wasn't getting any help, and he was able to pick up about 3 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and 7 with about 7.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Chelsea down 14-0.
Was that lightning or somebody taking our picture?
That was lightning. Well, they could have been taking our picture too.
All right, 2nd down and 7. Ball handed off up the middle again to the fullback. He's going to pick up another. It's kind of like a wide stretch play. It's not right up the middle. It's more of a stretch play to the fullback off tackle, and he picked up another good 6 or 7 yards.
Yeah, that time Chandler Pruitt came up from his safety position when Evan makes the tackle. He's running those lanes well. He's got to get there and make the tackle and find the football.
You know, one thing I didn't get to do when Wade Waldrop coached, I got to coach, handle special teams, but now he's listening to us live, Richard.
Wow, they must not be playing tonight.
They're not playing tonight. They're off tonight. Ball handed off again up the middle. It's going to be enough for a first down, maybe. Yeah, I think it's going to be. But I talked to Coach Waldrop today. Remember, a lot of people remember him. He was Chelsea head football coach, fantastic guy, family. He's one child short of a basketball team.
Yeah, which he's a former basketball coach.
Yeah,
he
former
probably
basketball coach.
You know,
yes.
So
he just asked me, "Were you 290?"
Was I No.
Wait, he's pushing it, but
no,
he's not. No, he's not 290. All right, first down and 10 after that dive up the middle again, handed to him. Oh no, he hands it off, keeps it for the pitch. Oh, that was a bolt of lightning.
Yeah, I am surprised. I mean,
but I'm surprised we got any weather, because if you look at the radar, it's passing by.
Yeah, it's on passes a good bit.
Yeah, that right there was good. That was just in Chelsea.
Well,
all right, here we go. They picked up 3 yards on the option play off right tackle. It's going to be 2nd down and about 7 right here. Maybe a long 7. Quarterback under center. Number 4 goes in motion again. Quarterback keeps it and gets absolutely hammered. Who did he get hit? Was it Evan Jones that made the lick right there?
Yeah,
I think
Evan
it was
Jones coming up from safety. And the thing is Oak Mountains, the way their option is they're running backs are bowing that pitch instead of being even. And so if we could get somebody on the pitch, man, even when they make the pitch, we could possibly wrap them up and pull them down for a loss. But we got to get that figured out.
Yep. All right, we got a timeout. We got a heat timeout, Richard. Oak Mountain 14, Chelsea 0. 5:53 left to go in the second quarter, and we'll be back right after this.
For Chelsea High School football, Ridgecrest homes are well built and affordable. If you're looking for a floor plan that suits your family, Ridgecrest can help. 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
All right, Richard, come back after that heat timeout. If you're just tuning in, 5:53 left in the second quarter. Oak Mountain 14, Chelsea 0. Oak Mountain is driving. They're all the way into Chelsea territory down to the 19-yard line. 3rd and long here. Look for a little play action pass. You got a wing back on the left. Single back. Pass. Number 9 drops back. Tries to throw just a fade route in the end zone. And they're going to call interference. You can't do that, Jake.
He knows that.
Jake just literally ran over the receiver. You know, and the thing is right there, you got to know it's 3rd and long. And the receiver didn't have him beat bad.
No.
But, Richard, you look at that defense right there. There are some kids playing football that just that didn't play football last year, hadn't played football in 2 years. It's fantastic to see them out there. You're glad they're back.
Absolutely.
But it just the lack of experience out there. You know, you either got seniors or you got some kids that haven't played in 2 years.
Right.
And that's what you're kind of dealing with. You got some young guys. You see Cody Fortenberry out there.
Evan Jones.
Evan wasn't able to play. He got hurt, so he's back out there. But either way, first down and goal for Oak Mountain on the 9-yard. Oh, that was a legal motion. The fullback and wingback moved at the same time, but no flag on the play. At least it looked like it was a legal motion.
Yeah, I've noticed that when they bring that one guy in, the guy coming in motion, the opposite wingback seems to be moving a little early, but it's just right at the snap of the ball. So they don't call it. It's not a penalty. So,
that's right. That's right.
No reason to complain. All right, you see that Emmanuel Waller, who's starting left tackle on offense, is now
Richard, he was a beast on defense for us as a freshman.
He is a beast. He's going to be a beast.
2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Wingback goes in motion, hands to the fullback. He trips. Thank goodness. He might have hit his head on the goalpost if he'd not tripped over somebody. This is where I think you do like you were talking about. If you can go in that bear front and get those defensive ends to wash down a little bit, because they just went up the middle there and nobody touched them.
Right. This is back in the old coaching days. This is when I'd be taking some of the secondary guys out and putting in some extra beef up front.
Yep. All right, going to be 3rd down and goal, maybe from the 1. I bet you it's fullback dive right here. Quarterback calls the snap, hands to the fullback. He got hit quick. Stood up. Big play right there on 3rd down by Chelsea. You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We called it from up here, so now 4th down. Wesley just texted me from Cornerstone, said it's bad there, and they're still not playing out in the Columbiana area.
Let's see. Oak Mountain's taking a while to decide, but I'm sure they're going to go for it here. So they're taking a little beef out, bringing in another lineman there. I would expect Evan Smith here, the quarterback here, to keep this. I would too.
4th down. I would look for the dive in the quarter, like a midline right here.
Yep.
See if anybody even goes in motion. Yep, goes in motion. Yep, I called it.
Yep.
Midline. The fullback went up through the middle, and the quarterback just went in behind him.
Yeah, but he was in easily. It was just a late
I thought he
call.
was in, too. I thought it was a late call as well. And that's a good play, because what you basically do in a midline is you're using that fullback as a lead blocker. We used to run it back when Coach Waldrop and Coach Parker were here. We ran out of shotgun and called it Magic Maroon, believe it or not. I remember that. And we would run it, and you literally just follow the fullback up the hole, and he becomes a lead blocker. And that big fullback for Oak Mountain, he just became a lead blocker, and the tailback followed up behind him. And another touchdown by Oak Mountain. So right now, with 3:49 left, Oak Mountain 20, Chelsea 0.
Go swinging gate. You're going to go for 2. Wow. All right. Don't understand the benefit of that, but I guess you never know. Later on in the season, Oak Mountain may need that in a region.
I look down.
You were looking down.
I looked for a stat here.
Oh no, they went on with the old swinging gate there, and the deep back kept it and went for 2.
Well, fantastic.
Yeah. Let me get my light here.
I got you. I'm all over it. I'm the light guy.
All right. So after the touchdown, defense stood tough.
They did.
They stood tough, and it made them earn that one. But it took Oak Mountain 10 plays, 9 of which were on the ground. After the 1-yard touchdown run by number 9, Evan Smith, 33-yard drive for the Oak Mountain touchdown brings the score. And after the 2-point conversion, brings the score 22-0. Oak Mountain Eagles with 3:49 left to go in the first half.
All right, Richard, give you an update here. Friends of ours, the Pirates. Quarterback Zach Pyron moved over to Pinson Valley, and he threw a touchdown the first offensive possession.
There you go.
And Pinson Valley just threw another touchdown. Pinson Valley up 13-7 over Hewitt Trussville.
Wow, that's big.
Big game right there.
Well, I got good news and bad news. Good news is we got a little bit of a breeze. Bad news is I'm afraid it's bringing some rain in.
I think it is too. Adam Reeves catches a line drive kick. Stay behind the wedge, Adam. There's no blocking out there. Adam jumped up and caught the ball. But the problem is, who is that fighting out there? Number 9.
Number 8. Number 9 is Adam. Number 8.
It is number 8.
Let me get my light here.
Number 8's going to be Jadarian McKinney. Not a shock. Love me some Jadarian, but he gets a little feisty sometimes.
All right, Ray, 3:43 left to go here in the first half. What are you doing if you're offensive coach?
You don't want to give the ball back to Oak Mountain with 3:43 left. You don't want to give them any time. Even if you milk it, even if you don't score, the win here is just don't give the ball back to Oak Mountain with any time left to go in this half. Twins right, twins left. Ball handed to quick pass, trying to pass to Collier. And Nick threw the ball and just threw it right behind Adam Reeves, number 9, on a quick slant. Adam a little upset because the safety for Oak Mountain hit him late. So
it was clean.
Yeah, it was. Second down and 10 right here. Not a bad choice of play. We just got to hit him on that front shoulder right there. And the slant's one of the toughest balls to throw. All right, trips left. Got a tight end. Gabe Ruffin at tight end. Chelsea drew Oak Mountain off sides. We've tried it a couple of times tonight, and it finally worked. Give us 5 yards to bring up second and 10, 2nd and 5. Got to get that clock moving here, too. Got to get it moving. think you got to get the ball in your playmakers' hands right here.
Yep.
I think you go back and maybe do what you did early. I know a while ago, 3rd and long, I think they were in a cover 2, and that's what got us on that 3rd and long, throwing that out route. But I think go back and throw to Holton, throw him the quick, go back and throw him a quick screen. Trips left, single receiver right. Collier tries to run backside and gets no blocking. Bless his heart, it was a slow developing play right there. And Garrison Maddox out here driving number 24 back.
Yeah, Cody Cooper and Garrison Maddox were out blocking. They were blocking on the 2nd level, and we forgot to block the 1st level. You can't go to the 2nd level till you block the 1st level.
Well,
so,
and that's a slow developing counter play right there. And if you don't give the time to the, you got to pick up those backside defensive ends. But either way, Twins right, Twins left. Ball goes through the hands of the quarterback, Nick Neves. Not sure if he either didn't see it or just went through. The ball was slippery.
well, after it looks like a loss of 5 there, it's going to bring up 4th down. Deep in Oak Mountain territory.
Yep. Richard, we got 157 people watching, listening on the live stream. Need to like to see get that number up around 300. If we get 300, Richard we're going to shave number 3 in his back. He's already said he'd do it.
In my back.
Yeah, was that all right? I thought you
in my
agreed.
skin?
No, in your hair. You ain't got it, Richard. I have seen you without a shirt on.
That's a negative.
You are. Who is Shelly shaving your back?
Nobody is, because there's nothing to show.
Oh, whatever. We're going to shave number 3 to remember Dale Earnhardt.
It's as smooth as a baby's butt.
Whatever. You is hairy. The only place you don't have hairs on top of your head.
Hey, now.
Good snap. Oak Mountain coming after it, getting the ball away. Number 24 comes running up and dives and catches it. We got a flag. Or is that just a beanbag?
That's a beanbag.
They called it.
Well, Ray, we held the ball that time for about a minute and a half.
Yeah.
We've given Oak Mountain the ball back with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left here in Chelsea territory.
Yep.
On the 48-yard line here. Defense has got to get a stop here. We can't go into halftime.
And Richard, they'll go in their 2-minute offense right here, and that's the scary thing. They're comfortable, they're relaxed, and that's the one thing we didn't want to do is give the ball back to Oak Mountain with under 2 minutes, especially on our side of the field.
Right.
All right, 1st and 10, Oak Mountain in the wing T offense. 2 wide receivers. Number 31 goes in motion, hands the ball again up the middle to number 33. Picks up about 2 yards, and if that's all they're going to do, that's fine, because I think we can need up a lot of clock. Evan Jones doing a good job on the tackle, but you're talking about just players being new. MT playing Mike linebacker. MT's never played Mike linebacker. We just have a bunch of youth out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. No. But I think we just
well, the night the lights went out and
the lights just went out here at the stadium. So mark this down. Listen, if I come up missing, or if Jesus comes back, that could be what's happening here. And if it does, Mandy, it's 1:44 left. I'll see you in heaven.
Well, the good news is we don't have a power outage.
No.
Because the only thing that went out were the stadium lights. The press box is still on. The scoreboard is still on. So we got a little bit of a delay here.
I think what you do is you take an early halftime, and you go in and just come back out and play the 1:44 left from the 2nd quarter and just go to the 3rd quarter. There's no reason not to.
Because these lights are going to have to cool off.
Oh, yes.
It's going to take a while for them to come back on. Now, we could just play. Everybody's turning their cell phone lights on. It's almost bright enough to play.
It is almost bright enough to play.
Well, I feel like I'm in a Coke commercial.
That's what I was about to say right now. Down here on the field, it looks pretty cool looking around and seeing all the lights. On your live stream, you might be able to see them across the way at Oak Mountain, but Chelsea's a lot more on for some reason. But, yeah, it looks pretty cool down here.
Well, it does. It does. And it feels fantastic. I'll tell you, this cool breeze coming in here. And look, I've never, and Richard, I've been playing football since 4th grade. I've never seen this happen before.
Never seen the lights going out?
Not in the middle of a game.
Yes.
Where have you been that the game's going out in the middle of the lights going out?
We played. I know a long time ago.
John Carroll.
No. Well, that happened, yes. But we were playing back when they had
you talking about the Asheville game?
No, we were at home at where the middle school is now, and a transformer blew.
In the middle of a middle school game?
No, we were playing high school football.
You're crazy.
Right. I remember every high school
Richard,
football player.
I've only had 3 concussions in high school. I don't remember that one.
I know people don't want to sit here and listen to us argue, so let's take a break.
Yeah,
listen to our fine
sponsors. Right back.
We'll argue off air.
Yes, all right. We'll be back in a minute.
It did.
As a Chelsea High School graduate, a proud member of Chelsea community, Shirley Hall with Keller Williams is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Shirley Hall with Keller Williams, 205-369-9076 or shirleyhallsales@gmail.com. That's shirleyhallsales@gmail.com.
Support for Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football comes from State Farm agent Charles Daniel. Charles understands what your things really mean to you and is there to help you give them the protection they deserve. State Farm agent Charles Daniel, 205-979-1884. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Cool 96.9 is honored to tell our listeners about Hope for Gabe. Hope for Gabe is a nonprofit foundation created by Scott and Tracy Griffin in honor of their son Gabe Griffin, who is a sophomore at Chelsea High School. Hope for Gabe is focused on the research and cure for Duchenne's disease. More information can be found at hopeforgabe.org. Chelsea Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football. They've been providing friends and neighbors throughout Shelby County with dependable and trustworthy auto repairs for 15 years. Chelsea Tire Pros is now also a local dealer of iconic golf carts. Chelsea Tire Pros, 205-678-4944. Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
Columbiana Tractor is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School football. For tractor, power equipment, and much more, Columbiana Tractor is happy to help you. Columbiana Tractor, 205-670-0054.
Support for Chelsea High School football and Cool 96.9 comes from Elite Off-Road and Performance. Elite Off-Road and Performance has been supporting Chelsea High School and serving the Chelsea and surrounding areas in the 4x4 off-road and motorsports industry since 2018. Elite Off-Road and Performance, 205-677-2080.
Ridgecrest Homes is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Ridgecrest Homes are well built and affordable. If you're looking for a floor plan that suits your family, Ridgecrest can help. 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
Welcome back to Hardmont Park, Hornet fans. Well, okay, my story is, as our student section is doing the roller coaster with the lights on, my story is the last time I can remember the lights going out in a stadium is the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It was the Ravens and the 49ers. If I remember correctly, I remember the Ravens were down, and they ended up coming back and winning. So let's hope that can happen tonight for these Hornets.
Hey, you never
Yeah,
can
there you
tell.
go.
It's just 22-0.
You know what? And that's why Donna Bowles, David Brady, selected you to be sideline reporter.
That's right, Jack.
Nobody else would remember that because we're too old.
Yeah. Well, Richard, we're still sitting here in the dark.
Yeah.
Nobody's listening to my advice and just call it halftime and go on in. Players, I think they're still on the field. We can see White Dinner moving around.
Yeah.
We're having a good time, though. It feels good. Got a lot of people chiming in.
Yeah. Oh, we got fireworks off to our right. here.
What?
Yeah, over there in the neighborhood,
kidding
off to
me?
the right. Somebody shooting some fireworks
Told
for
me.
us.
See-
We got it all, I'm telling you.
CJ Drew listening to us in his car. Sean and Amy Martin are listening to us. They didn't get to play last night.
Yeah.
They were supposed
Remember
to play
Sean from
Winterboro.
Vincent Days?
Yep. And we're thank y'all for listening. We hate that y'all didn't get to play last night. I saw your post about you had a son that was not happy about not playing, and I could not imagine. I'm sure Sean could say, and Richard, same with you. You imagine practicing, and then game day, you're told you can't play for whatever reason. I would have been a little upset myself, but either way, it's hey, Chad's giving me an update. 14-13. Hewitt Trussell scored, so got a
see if
lot
I
of
can find
games.
some
Yeah, see if
more
we can find us some
scores
scores. We are just watching. It really feels good up here.
Yeah, we're outside. There's some more fireworks. You keep missing the fireworks, Franklin.
Well, I'm trying to watch football.
Well, there. But, you know, we're up here high atop the Chelsea visitor side. We decided with social distancing rules and guidelines that, that we would camp out with our our people are right above the student section here. Nice turnout by the students here.
Yeah, really
they're excited. I don't know if I should say this or not, but not a whole lot of social distancing going on with our students.
Richard,
But,
they're all wearing masks 6 feet apart.
Well, you're right, but anyway, you know what? They're young. They'll be
Say
fine.
Stevie Bentley, you remember Stevie?
Oh, yeah,
Stevie's
Stevie.
listening at home. Got a lot of good fans that were not able to come tonight due to the limitations on how many people could come. But it is be honest with you, it's a really good crowd tonight on both sides. And I think people are ready to get back into watching. These kids need the social interaction. I put a post out today. God did not design us to live alone. He did not. That's why he created Eve. I don't know if you heard that story.
A few times.
In Genesis. But he did not create us to live alone. And that doesn't mean just a husband and wife. That means fellowship with friends and other believers. And that's what I think is important for these kids, is to be getting back together, socializing with each other. I hate that they've done as much as they have as far as school. I understand it. I get it. I don't necessarily think it's the best move, but it's what we got and we got to live with. So.
Well, and I'll tell you, as a school administrator, I'd rather have all the kids in the building.
Yeah.
Teachers would rather have the kids in the building. It's just so much going on, and kids need school.
They do.
They need teachers.
Well, Richard,
teachers need kids.
Let me ask you this: that our youth pastor, I don't know if he's listening to one Matt Adams.
Yeah.
He made a comment the other day that the child abuse is down. The reporting of child abuse is down because a lot of child abuse is reported in the schools by teachers and administrators, and the fact that the numbers are down, which means because you're not in school. So what does that tell us? That tells us our kids are at home and they're being physically or mentally abused by a guardian or somebody, and and who knows what's going to happen to that child because we're at home and we're not able to be back together.
And that's one of the things that I'm over at our school is there's an Aaron's Law, and it says that teachers, school administrators, school employees are mandated reporters, meaning if they suspect something's going on, they have to report it. And you're right, a lot of it, more fireworks, a lot of things like that go missed. And I know I've had my kids at home. I mean, I wouldn't abuse them or anything, but
you came close.
It's been this time has been strenuous on everybody, and the thing about it is adults are usually a little more resilient when this kind of stuff comes around. But this group, everybody was worried about last year's seniors missing out on certain things and everything and things like that. But this year's seniors, who knows what's going to happen over the next few months.
Yeah, and it's just the I don't even want to call it social awkwardness.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Even being at school, you can't eat lunch together. You got to social distance at lunch. You in classrooms, anything's got classes. I think the most students he has in one class is 8, which to me is not a bad thing because I think it helps him on the learning side. But I do believe that
we had some kindergarten classes this week with 3 and 4 kids. Because if you think about it, the system I'm in, we had 60% come to school, and right now we're at the half and half. Half come Monday, Tuesday, half come Thursday, Friday. So we're looking at, we're down to 30% of our school students are in the building every day. And so it's like you said, the kids need to be in school.
They do.
The teachers want to be in school. A lot of these decisions are not made at the teacher level, obviously.
So let me ask you this. Well, let me give you some quick score updates.
All right, yeah.
Jackson Nolan 34-0 over Woodlawn.
Let me say that I'm glad that Jackson Nolan is not in our region.
They got some studs this year.
And Woodlawn is.
Yeah. Pelham Panthers are tied with Mortimer Jordan. Mortimer Jordan, I think, moved up from 5A to 6A. So Pelham and Mortimer Jordan are tied. Briarwood is up 14-13 over Fort Payne. There, Coach Elmore up in Fort Payne, so that seems to be a good game right there. I was going to say something. So let me ask you your opinion, being an administrator, your thoughts on the National Teachers Organization talking about how they don't want to go back to school because they don't feel safe. Do you think that's more of a northern, East Coast, West Coast thing, or do you think, is there such thing as a teachers, like a PTA, what am I trying to say, like a union for teachers nationwide?
Alabama is a right-to-work state, so we cannot unionize, and nor would I.
Yeah.
I am not, I personally am not a member of AEA or NEA. NEA is the National Education Association. AEA being the Alabama Education Association. I personally have other avenues that I use.
Yeah.
So I don't, I don't want to get too political.
Yeah.
But
well, we'll turn this from a football show to a talking show.
well, hey, we're like, hey, look, people tune in on Saturdays for Saturdays with David and Donna and Paul.
Yeah,
now they're tuning in to Friday nights for Ray and Richard.
That's right.
But anyway, I personally don't participate in AEA, which is the Alabama version of NEA. And Ray, I see some lights coming back on. So it's going to still take a little while. But anyway, I don't know.
Well, and Richard, we ain't talked about the elephant in the room. One Greg Robertson's not here with us tonight.
Why do you associate elephants with Greg?
Well, I don't know why. He's actually lost 25 pounds. He's not the lightest of the three of us, but he is working his way there. And but Greg wasn't able to be here tonight. He's worried about. He was actually concerned for us that we would have too many in an area, and he didn't want to over limit us on how many people we had come.
Look, we got room right here.
We do.
Right between me and everybody, we got room. Right, a few more score updates. Helena, Chelsea's opponent next week, is up 22-0 on Dallas County Hornets.
Oh.
And 14-13, Hewitt-Trussville over Pinson Valley. You mentioned that a while ago. And Hillcrest Patriots are over the Homewood Patriots, 14-10 in the second quarter.
Wow, that's some good scores right there. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm just glad. Are the lights on our side coming? Yeah, I see them.
They're starting to come on. Looks like they're about
slowly coming on.
Yeah, looks like we're about 70%, 75% lit as far as the lights go.
Looks like Carver Rams, 0, Cherokee County, 28. Don't know anything about either one of those schools. But you know what, Richard, as the lights come on, this is to me a mistake that they should just let the kids going in, because now you got cold kids. You're asking them to go back out there and perform again, and then go in there and take another break, and then come back and perform again.
Exactly, yeah. And you see Chelsea's over here running, trying to get loose. Because the field's going to be a little slick because of the rain we had today. But you know what? We're not decision makers.
No, we're just radio guys.
They obviously had a reason for doing so. But Jackson, you with us?
Look to your left. Your other right.
That'd be my right. Don't tell me my other right. What was the mood like before you came up on the sideline?
Oh, the players were down there. They were jumping around, excited. They were ready to go. They were ready to get back playing.
Jackson, was there ever a discussion about them just going in and finishing these last minute 44 after the half?
Hurt your feelings, Ray, but that did not have they did not have that conversation that at least that I heard.
Yeah.
But these players got more excited once the lights went out than when the lights were on. So they were jumping around once the lights went out.
You can't play when you can't play when the lights are out.
Comes out here 2nd and 7. All right, we're back, Jackson. 2nd and 7. Wing T offense. Ball on the 45-yard line. Straight drop back pass by number 9. Throws a bomb, and he does not have the accuracy on his deep throws as he does with his short stuff. But you know, Richard, I've been a little surprised they've not thrown the ball. You remember that his freshman year? Oh my goodness, he was like 8 for 8 and like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, right. That time in coverage out there at the left cornerback for the Chelsea Hornets, that's number 43, Hamp Waller. Another one he didn't play. Did he play last year, right?
Yeah, he did. He was hurt. All right, option here. Come up here. Oh, that's got to be a block in the back. Who was on that tackle? Was that Ernest?
Chandler Pruitt and Ernest, yes. Combined number 28, Ernest, and number 29.
And so, hey, Ernest didn't play a lick of defense last year.
He was on offense.
He was offense. He was a running back. He was new last year for us. I'm telling you, we got a bunch of new, fresh faces out here on this field. And, you know, I know it's 22-0, but it's – we won't play many Oak Mountains of the year, 7-8 football teams.
Right.
Next week we have Helena. Helena will be a good football team. You remember when we played them as 8th graders back when me and you coached the middle school, but Nick Neves over here getting loose on the sideline.
It's going to be 4th and 7. Looks like Oak Mountain's going to let the clock run down and probably punt the ball. They're going to be able to run it down to about 23 seconds left to go in the first half.
All All right, as they let it run down. Good job by the defense. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't surprised Oak Mountain took one shot right there over on Hamp's side.
Yep.
Hamp being a senior. Hamp gives you everything he has. Not a big guy, but timeout Oak Mountain. So, all right, with that timeout, 23 seconds left. Chelsea 0, Oak Mountain 22. We'll be right back after these messages.
Chelsea Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football. They've been providing friends and neighbors throughout Shelby County with dependable and trustworthy auto repairs for 15 years. Chelsea Tire Pros is now also a local dealer of iconic golf carts. Chelsea Tire Pros, 205-678-4944. Chelsea. Cool 96.9 is honored to tell.
Hey, I'm back, bro. I didn't hear any music at all. Sorry about that. Richard, you with me? All right, it's a muff punt right here, and we're on the ball right here. Who hit that?
That's Evan Durham.
Evan Durham, yes.
Yeah,
no, it's Fortenberry.
Yeah, Cody Fortenberry.
The sophomore, number 27, Cody Fortenberry. They came back. I'm looking at David. We're all looking around. We're stretching. Next thing you know, they're snapping the football.
Well, and let me tell you, one of the reasons that Oak Mountain didn't go for it on fourth down there with a 22-point lead is, they, just like going for two a while ago, they're going to play in one of the toughest regions in the state.
That's right.
And they need some practice with their punt team. It's the first game of the year. And so they had the punt team in there, and there's the first snap of the year for the punter, and he just dropped it. It was a great snap. He just dropped it and could not corral it. So Chelsea sets up with good 18 seconds left here in good field position.
39-yard line for Chelsea. The ball sitting on the left hash. Empty formation here, Richard, for the Hornets. Man with a three-man front. Nick Neves drops back to throw. Goes to throw with the ball across the middle. Throws it right in the hands of the safety. I'm not quite sure. I'd like to see somebody get it here. Oh, that's a block in the back. Here comes Adam. Is that Adam Reeves? They're going to call him down, Richard, with 2 seconds left.
On the 2-yard line. They missed about 3 blocks in the back.
They literally hit about 4 guys in the block in the back and didn't throw one flag.
No. Oak Mountain's down here pleading for the touchdown. He hit the goal. He hit the
he stepped out.
high line, but he stepped down looking about the 2.5 yard line.
I think if I'd have done anything right there, Hewitt Trussell's up 20-13 on Pinson Valley, and then now they're going to try and handle that big full. Oh, they moved it down to 1 second. Richard, my issue with that, they missed right here on our sideline. On our sideline, they missed 3 huge blocks in the back and didn't throw one flag.
Nope.
I get so tired of officials and just being picky and choosing. I mean, you go back and watch something like that, and it's just blocking the back.
Well, and the thing is it wouldn't have had none of those guys that got blocked really had a chance of making the tackle.
No, and
anyway.
what do we always tell? Right, what do we always tell people? Don't block behind the play. Every one of those blocking the back happened behind the play.
Right.
I guarantee you, I don't know this for a fact. This could be Birmingham or Shelby County. I don't know. Yeah, Coach Goodwin right now is standing on the middle of the field talking to the White Hat, and you know what he's saying.
Right.
He's like, you didn't miss 1, you didn't miss 2, you probably missed 3 or 4 blocks in the back.
Yep.
And the White Hat's like, well, my mask got over my face again, and I couldn't see. I'm trying to see if I can recognize that official, and I can tell you.
Well, anyway, Oak Mountain's going to start with about the 2-yard line here with 1 second left to go in the first half. They're going to kick. They're in field goal position, Ray.
Well, that's probably a good idea. Work any field goal. It's just basically an extra point. Ball's sitting on the 2-yard line. We jumped off sides.
Yep.
But, no, they threw it on Oak Mountain side, so it's going to back up Oak Mountain. See, that's the thing that frustrates me, Richard. It's like the obvious calls. They're going to say, well, this guy over here had Oak Mountain moving. That guy over there had Chelsea. I mean, you watch, $100, it'd be all. No, they gave us legal procedure. They're like, hey, we missed 5 blocks in the back. Let's just get this one. Let's give them this one.
Yeah, let's back them up 5 yards. They make it a.
Where's the ball sitting?
It'll be on the 7. Yeah.
So it's going to be kicked.
From the 15.
The 15, the 25-yard field goal.
14-yard line. So
they moved to 14, yeah.
24-yard field goal.
All right, number 20 set to kick for Oak Mountain. Chelsea's defense is set to field goal block. Ball snap down. The kick is up, and it is good. So Richard, with no time left on the clock, Oak Mountain 25, Chelsea 0. And since Chelsea's not going to be doing a band, so we're not going to be doing anything for the halftime, I think Ms. Donna's going to interview Jackson Powers and just kind of talk to him what it's been like to be a student at Chelsea for the last 2 weeks and just kind of get the pulse of what the students are. But we're going to go to break. We'll be right back, and when we get back, Donna Bowles will be interviewing Jackson Powers.
Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
Columbiana Tractor is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School football. For tractor, power equipment, and much more, Columbiana Tractor is happy to help you. Columbiana Tractor, 205-670-0054.
As a Chelsea High School graduate, a proud member of Chelsea community, Shirley Hall with Keller Williams is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Shirley Hall with Keller Williams, 205-369-9076, or shirleyhallsales@gmail.com. That's shirleyhallsales@gmail.com.
Support for Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football comes from State Farm agent Charles Daniel. Charles understands what your things really mean to you and is there to help you give them the protection they deserve. State Farm agent Charles Daniel, 205-979-1884. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Ridgecrest Homes is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Ridgecrest homes are well built and affordable. If you're looking for a floor plan that suits your family, Ridgecrest can help. 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
Cool 96.9 is honored to tell our listeners about Hope for Gabe. Hope for Gabe is a nonprofit foundation created by Scott and Tracy Griffin in honor of their son Gabe Griffin, who is a sophomore at Chelsea High School. Hope for Gabe is focused on the research and cure for Duchenne's disease. More information can be found at hopeforgabe.org. Welcome to our halftime show. This is Donna Bowles, and I am here with Jackson Powers. Jackson is a senior at Chelsea High School, and he just happens to be our sideline reporter for the radio station. And so, Jackson, we wanted to just catch up with a student, and we thought, what better student than Jackson Powers?
Yes, ma'am. It's an honor to be up here, finally with some headsets on, with a headset on instead of being on the field down there with the players.
Right. So I want to talk to you specifically about school. I know school started back and it's a little bit different now. So from your perspective, tell us just kind of an overview of what's school like these days for you.
Yes, ma'am. So I go to school on Thursdays and Fridays. So that means Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I am at home doing, starting Monday we start our online work. So teachers have been telling us we'll have about an hour a day for work, and so that'll give us about 5 hours a week. So I have 5 classes because one of my classes, or I have 8 classes total, but one of my classes is PE Rec, so we play ping pong. I have that with Coach Ellison. So we
ping pong. That's a class?
Yes, ma'am. We won't have work for that class, but unfortunately. And then my other class is golf PE, so we get to leave school and go practice golf in the afternoon since we can't practice golf on campus.
Okay, that's fun. So what is your favorite time of day right now?
To be honest with you, Monday and Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my favorite time of the week because I don't have to go to school. But I like going to school on Thursdays and Fridays because I get to have social interaction with my friends, obviously from 6 feet apart, because as we just have dots in the hallways because during lunch and stuff we can sit anywhere in the school, most about anywhere in the school. So they have to have dots that are 6 feet apart in the lunchrooms and in the hallways.
So before you got to come back to school, before school started back, what was your life like? Kind of a lot different.
Yes, ma'am. If I wasn't, I did a lot of time at work. I work at Golf Galaxy and Dick's Sporting Goods, the new one over here in Lee Branch, and I worked there. I did a lot of working there, and then helped them out. I worked several. My favorite part working there was working the trucks, which was overnight, kind of working from going in from about 11 p.m. and getting to leave at 7 a.m. So that was kind of good since I had my whole next day and I had the whole day before instead of going into the middle of the day.
Okay.
I played a a lot of golf as well. So if I wasn't working, I was normally on the golf course getting better, getting ready for the golf season to start up.
So I want to go back to school for just a minute. Not specifically, I don't want to go back to school.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to talk about school. So what was that first day like? Seeing all your friends, you've been separated this whole time as far as not being able to see them in school, but you go back that first day, what is it like?
Yes, ma'am. It was like when we went back, it was like the longest spring break on earth finally ended. So we got to go back, and it was cool. It was nice to get back to school and to get there. We had to sit in our cars until 7:35, which is when the bell rings for us to go to class. So it was nice to get to go meet all my teachers, which I've known some of them. Which some of them are new to Chelsea. They moved. Some of my teachers have moved here from. One of them's moved here from Las Vegas, which is pretty cool experience to get to hear some of her experiences from Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty cool to listen to some of her stories. And then some of my other teachers I've either had in the past or I know who they are from either being coached by them or stuff like that. So.
Okay, so it's football season now, and it's a lot different. I mean, as we see the home side there. Man is getting to play tonight. Chelsea is going to be on the sidelines, but next week we'll have a home game, and the Chelsea band will get to play. But what other changes have you seen?
Yes, ma'am. Normally on Fridays, at least before this game and before all of our home games, we'll normally have pep rallies, but unfortunately with social distancing and half the kids not being at school on Fridays, we are not able to have those pep rallies. So that is one big change. And then the football games are big changes because of the sizes of the sidelines now. It's different walking down to the 10. I'm used to walking past the 25 and it just being me and Mr. Robbie and the ball boys down there. Now I'm walking down there. I got coaches standing next to me, and I'm like, wait, why are y'all down here? It's different. It's definitely different down there.
Because they have to be far apart.
Yes, ma'am.
So, several months ago when all this started, people really our hearts just went out to the class of 2020. They didn't get to end their senior year like everybody else did. But now our hearts are going out to the class of 2021 because your senior class all over, it's a different world for you now. This is not like you pictured your senior year.
Most definitely not. I pictured my senior year full of fun, pep rallies, full of fun homecomings. We're going to prom. I didn't go to prom in my junior year, so I was hoping to go senior year. So I'm still holding on to hope for that. And hopefully this pandemic will hopefully end soon, and we can have prom. But I know for a fact we're not going to be able to have homecoming this year. So that was always a fun time of the year, and I'm just happy we have sports back, and that's going to be a big thing in the world. So having sports back is a big thing.
Hoping that it continues. There's nothing really like Friday night on a football field, right?
No, ma'am. If you haven't been out there or been down on the field with a helmet on or something, it's just you don't truly. I don't guess you might not or in a cheerleading uniform or a band uniform, you don't truly understand how much it means to the players that they may not have gotten to play this year. Also on other sports like our volleyball team too, like they didn't realize how much that they needed that sport that they could play. That was such a big part of their life. There's such a big part of their life in school, and
right. So. Not just the games.
Yes, ma'am.
And it means a lot to parents and just fans, spectators, because we come and wanting to see this game, and gosh, and even tonight,
yes, ma'am.
The lights went out on the field all over in the stadium, and they were earlier talking about how that's never happened to them, and I've never seen anything like that. But you have, right?
I was just watching TV and stuff like that, watching the Super Bowl a couple years ago with the Ravens and the 49ers. The lights went out in the Superdome towards the end of that game, and the Ravens actually came back. So let's hopefully the Hornets.
Well, maybe that'll be a good sign. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's been nice for me. I say I play golf. It's been nice because they've been allowing us to still have golf tournaments, and so golf is one of those sports where you don't have to heavily rely. It's not like football or volleyball. You don't have to heavily rely around the school aspect of it, the school sport aspect of it, because you can still go and play in tournaments and get the scores to send out to coaches and still get scholarships. So that's been a big thing for me this summer.
That is good. Yes. Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about after high school. What are your plans?
Yes, ma'am. I went on my plan right now is I'm hoping and trying to get a golf scholarship scholarship. So I've actually got a golf tournament tomorrow morning in Hanceville. So I'm actually going to go out there and try to obviously shoot my best round. But try to go out there, and I'm hoping I can get a score good enough to, which is somewhere in the mid to low 80s, so I can send it off to maybe a junior college school like Wallace State Community College in Hanceville, and then maybe even Coastal Alabama Community College down near the beach.
Okay.
So, and also, if that doesn't work out, I also went on a campus tour to Jacksonville State University. They have a very good broadcasting and journalism school.
See, now that was my next question, because I know not just this year and not just last year, but for a while that has been a big interest of yours. So go ahead and keep talking about that. I want to hear that.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I want my major to be, and that's what I want my major to be in high school or in college actually. So when we went to Jacksonville State, they talked to me about what their major options are. So if you major in broadcasting and sports broadcasting, you have to have a minor in something business more than likely. Something business is what they request, what they kind of like show you, kind of like point you towards. And so they, I was going to minor in sports marketing.
Okay.
So that's actually really good, because that's one of my electives this year that I chose. I have sports marketing with Miss Clark, and it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool to be in her class to see, just give me an introduction into it to see if that's really what I want my minor to be in next year.
Well, if I can just speak candidly, I think that would be a good choice for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, you know what? This has been great talking to you. I'm excited about the season, and I'm excited about just seeing how you do this year as during your senior year. And I know I've said it to you before, but not on the air, but I want to just tell you how fortunate we are to have you and just on our team here for the broadcasting, and we look forward to doing a lot of stuff this year, and just appreciate all the help that you give us, and just good luck and have a great senior year. I know it's different, but make the best of it, and it's definitely going to be something that you remember for the rest of your life.
Yes, ma'am. That's one thing we've been talking about as seniors, as like next week they move senior night up to because we don't know what this football season is going to look like. So they move senior night up to next week. So that's going to be a special thing to have next week rolling into town, and Helena rolls into town.
Good. Okay. Well, how about we listen to some Oak Mountain Band? They're finishing up here, and we'll get back to the game soon. So it's good talking to you. Thanks so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me on.
halftime stats, if you will.
Well, there's not a whole lot. Even though the score is 25-0 Oak Mountain. Of course, we had a little bit of a delay with the lights going out, but Oak Mountain has 170 total yards in the first half. Chelsea has 55 total yards in the first half. Let me tell you an interesting thing about that is on Chelsea's second drive, they had a total of that drive went for 55 yards before we had a couple of negative plays, and then Nick Neves threw his first interception, which
was a bounce ball.
We have video evidence it was bounced, but still, it doesn't matter. It was a turnover. But before that interception, we had the ball. We were moving. And at the time, we were just down 7-0. But we had 55 yards on that drive.
Yeah.
And since then, we've had a few things going, but then we'd have some negative drives. And so we have, like I said, Chelsea has a total of 55 total yards in the first half here at Oak Mountain, which the wind has picked up a good little bit. I think the storm has moved on, but it feels great. It feels like middle of October out here tonight.
It does.
Right now,
it feels like a good fall day. Matter of fact, I'm glad I got my pullover on.
I know. But the tents, the flag, the American flag down there waving really well. Looks really good. But
blowing from maybe straight across.
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to tell you got a message that Nick Neves is not warming up at quarterback, that Cooper and Hayden are. When that lineman fell on Nick, he laid there a minute, and my fear was that guy might have fallen on him pretty hard. It might have hurt him. So we have to keep an eye out for that and see if maybe we got a backup quarterback coming in the game pretty early.
Well, and I don't see Nick.
I don't see Nick either.
Ray Donna and David mentioned Chelsea Living, and I'm on here and I see several people watching. Miss Niven, Sam Niven, Sam Niven's grandmother taught us in third grade. It was like my parents at the lake. There's Brett Hall, Shirley Hall's.
Oh yeah,
husband.
she's one of our sponsors. Shirley Hall, Keller Williams sold my house.
Yeah. Got some parents watching here, some Papa and Nana's watching. Some people we know, Steve Callagher, Steve Gongworth's watching.
Oh, good. Matthew Jordan, remember Matthew Jordan, kick for us, play receiver for us. He was listening to us, and so that's good. We got a lot of people listening. We're thankful. Hey, Chelsea Living, Cool 96.9, both of them. Thankful for both of them. Thankful for all of our sponsors. One of our sponsors, Chelsea Columbiana Tractor. Tomorrow's Tractor Day, and it's like a hunting expo there in Columbiana. Chris Mundy, they're going to have a big to-do. Got a live band that's going to be there. Going to be a lot of different things, a lot of cool things going on tomorrow in Columbiana at Columbiana Tractor. So it'll be interesting to see. Earlier Oak Mountain deferred kicking off, so here we are. We're going to be kicking off. So it'll be the first time we've seen one of our kickers. And I think it's going to be number 13. That's going to be Alex. Yeah, Alex Trout, his first opportunity to get in the game tonight. We hadn't had an extra point attempt. And so all we've done is punt. Sam's done a fantastic job punting. Any word, Jackson?
Guess not.
Hayes is. Nick was warming up in the back of the end zone with Hayes, so I'm not sure if that was like a strategy tactic to throw Hayden Garrison and Cooper on the sideline throwing to see if they would have to game plan for them too, and not Nick. So we'd have to see here.
Well, good. That's good. That's good news. We didn't need to try and start. All right, Alex Trout kicks the ball. It's caught on about the 11-yard line. Oak Mountain sets up a wedge. Got a little bit of a void there. Breaks a couple of tackles. Oak Mountain guy brought down about the 39-yard line. So Oak Mountain will start 1st and 10.
Ball down by number 37, Carson Freeman. Carson struggled a little bit last year with some injuries. Good to see him out there on the field tonight. But Chelsea defense is out there. You got Garrison Maddox at defensive line along with James Turns and Emmanuel Waller out there at defensive end.
Yeah, need Emmanuel. Emmanuel's a big boy.
Got Hassani.
All right, Oak Mountain starts off 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Ball sitting between both hash marks. Number 4 goes in motion. Number 9 drops back to pass, tries to throw a quick pass across the middle, and it is caught, but then who has broken up? Jake Adams, number 24, from his corner position, broke up the – and Richard, if it had not been for Jake, that would have been a completion.
Yeah. You had Nick Jones. Excuse me.
Evan
Jones. Nick Jones'
his dad.
Yeah. Evan out there on coverage there, and Jake came over to help, knocked the ball loose from the receiver for Oak Mountain. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from their own 39.
Jake moved a corner last year from that safety position. Speed sweep coming right at us right here. And number 10, Evan Jones, wraps up. And then here comes number 29, Chandler Pruitt, big senior.
Yep.
About 6'1", about right. How big does it say Chandler is? I bet he's close to 200. He's Richard. I saw a picture of him on Facebook.
6'2", 190.
6'2", 190. He is ripped.
Yeah. We saw him when they were getting team pictures made in there, and he was in there pumping up a little bit for the pictures. And but great job at time, Nick. I keep doing the Evan Jones coming up and slowing the running back down before.
3rd and 6. Number 9 drops back to pass. He's got pressure on him. He throws it out in the flats, and there's a guy wide open. And here comes a big Jake Adams who's coming up to lay the wood, and all of a sudden he missed him, but it's going to be enough. Richard, the same thing happened in the second quarter. The quarterback was flushed, found his safety release, and jumped it off. And going to be another Oak Mountain first down, crosses into Chelsea territory.
Starting to say Chandler Pruitt's name quite a bit. He's starting to fly around, get to the football. He was in on that stop with Jake Adams that time. Caleb Thomason and Evan Durham have checked back in on the defensive line.
All right, Oak Mountain 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Running back goes in motion. The fullback takes it from him, and he's dropped immediately by Evan Durham.
That was a textbook tackle.
It was.
He got lower and drove up and through the running back. Great stop right there by Evan Durham. He had a little slant on that time and was able to get in the crease there and drop the fullback for, they're saying no gain. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yep, 2nd and 10. Ball still sitting on the 40-yard line. 2 backs, wing backs, fullback in the backfield, quarterback under center. Wing back goes in motion. Ball handed to the fullback. He busts through, and he's going to run in the back of his own blocker. And once again, Evan Durham on the tackle. Richard, to talk about how kids progress, would you have ever, you coached Evan when he was at the middle school, I think. For us, he played fullback, he played linebacker, and here he is now starting at defensive end. It just shows you how kids grow, and they grow in a different body that they move to a different position on the field, which is pretty cool.
Well, this defense is good for athletic, quick defensive ends.
Yep, 3rd down and 3 for Oak Mountain. The ball sitting at the 33-yard line. Ball fake to the fullback, pitched out here. Still no pitch man.
Nice.
Who came up, made the tackle?
That's Jake Adams.
Jake Adams going to be short. It's going to bring up 4th down and 1. So great opening defensive drive right here. And you got to imagine, Richard, you called it earlier, to the quarterback keeping it down on the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if you don't see midline here. 4th down and 1. And watch a quarterback sneak him, just pick a hole. He looked like he's trying to draw Oak Mountain, Chelsea off sides, and it just didn't work so far. He goes back up underneath center. We're in a bear front. Guy comes in motion. Fullback left way early. Had a guy on pitch. Guy on quarterback, nobody on pitch. We have been beat all night long with nobody on pitch.
Right. I remember when Evan Smith, the quarterback for Oak Mountain, was a freshman. We took the pitch man out away from Oak Mountain a couple years ago. Nobody ever took the quarterback. They never had to pitch it, but he killed us all night long with his feet. Tonight tonight it's not the quarterback killing us, it's the pitch man. Yep.
All right, 1st and 10. The ball sitting at the 20-yard line. 4 goes in motion. Hands to number 32. He's breaking tackles. Richard, I thought while ago on that 4th down, did you not think the fullback moved a little early in that?
There's so much action going on, and the timing is just, it's like they just got the timing down perfect that he's moving right as the ball snapped.
All right, it's going to be, that picked up 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. The ball all the way down to the Chelsea 15-yard line. 2 wing backs, fullback in the backfield, quarterback under center. Number 4 goes in motion. Play action pass. Number 9 drops the pass. He's scrambling around, and looks like Donovan Bivens is on the chase. Throws a quick pass, and it's going to fall incomplete. But good job right there by the defense. That was Donovan on the chase, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Donovan on the chase. Yep, it was. He just, a little bit of a bad angle there. But it's easy to take bad, fast. I was going to say, fast guys make you take bad angles. So you may think that you got a good angle on him, and he's just so fast and athletic. He did a great job of rolling out to his left and almost throwing a touchdown.
Yep, 3rd down and 3. Ball still sitting on the 15, right hash. Quarterback under center with 2 wing backs and a fullback. Wingback comes in motion. Ball handed to the fullback. Gets smacked in the mouth right off the bat by number 4, MT.
Yes.
Marquise Turner on the stop there on 3rd and 3. Great job. going to bring up fourth down. Richard still the ball sitting on the 15. Look to see if Oak Mountain attempts a field goal here. Nobody running on. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Huge down for the Hornets here. You
Huge
got
down.
Evan Durham, Garrison Maddox, and Emmanuel Waller on the defensive line here with MT at linebacker along with Donovan Bivens.
Same formation. Number 10 comes in motion. They're going to run counter right here. And he's not going to get it, Richard, unless they drag him forward. He's going to be short.
Going to be short.
Great job. They tried to run a counter option right there. And when they went back, there was no pitch man. And we did a fantastic job. It looks like Garrison Maddox on the stop. I don't even think this is close.
They sure are looking.
They are looking.
I thought it was a couple yards short.
They're trying to say the White Hat's going to measure. If there's ever a measurement, let's just hope his mask don't get over his eyes.
Let's see.
Again.
Let me look. The ball, the first down is on the 11-yard line, it looks like.
It's hard to tell.
It looks like the ball is on about the
12
or 13.
It looks like it's a yard short.
Now, maybe it's 12 and a half. Is that an angle?
Well, here's what you do. Get your offense ready. Let's go play some football right here.
We'll see. They're going to pull the chains out, and we'll see.
Hey, this is a big save for me, but if this is a first down for them, I will shave my head because there ain't no way this is a first down.
I don't think it's going to be a first down
Don't
either.
write a check that you can't cash.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even close.
Not even close.
Why are we measuring this?
Because we're at Oak Mountain.
2 yards short.
I'm telling you, he had one eye in his mask, one eye out of his mask, and he couldn't tell the depth perception. I have the same thing when I play cornhole.
That's on the 11-yard line on the opposite half.
Oh,
part.
my goodness.
I am on the 45-yard line on the Oak Mountain side, and I could see from here it wasn't a first down. Why are we measuring that?
Listen, do you think he does commercials for Joe Biden?
Hey, now watch it.
All right, well.
And the clock's running.
And the clock's running. Why is the clock running? It don't matter. We got the ball.
It does. The clock is running because it wasn't.
Huge stop on fourth down. All right, here we go. Down 25-0. Nick Neves throws a quick pass to Adam Reeves, and Adam just drops it. We got it. Nick's just throwing just behind that slant. It's open. We just got to hit the front shoulder, and that's all about timing. It's all about repetition, and we're going to get it. It's early in the season. First game of the season. That's going to come with timing.
Right, and that's the second time we've ran that, and it's been just thrown a little behind Adam there. Adam came up a little gippy that time, landed wrong, but it's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it's second down 10, ball sitting at the 12-yard line. It snapped over the quarterback's head, and we got to kick the ball out good. Collier did a fantastic job. The Bull Fant snapped the ball over the head of Nick Neves. He didn't have a chance in the world to catch the snap, and that's going to give them a safety for Chelsea, which is going to bring it to 27-0, and then we'll have a free kick from the 20-yard line. So just like that, Richard, great defensive stop, and we go backwards, incompletion, and then the ball snapped over our head. Negative plays, you called it a while ago. You cannot have negative plays.
No.
Cannot have negative plays. And just like that, it's 27-0 with 7:06 left to go in the third quarter. And with a free kick, we'll be kicking off from the 20-yard line. So the key is, do they let Sam Niven punt, or do you kick off with Alex Trout?
Looks like we're going to be free kick with Sam.
It does look like it is Sam. Hopefully Sam can tie into one. You know, I told you earlier, we never did get confirmation. Sam Niven started punting last year for us, did a fantastic job. One of the top punters in the state. I'd like to tell you, I ain't going to take credit. Sam's punting like he is, but I had an opportunity to work with Sam a little bit last year and gave him a couple of tricks and a couple of different drills to do. And he is, one thing Sam is, he's disciplined. He likes to work hard and get better. So here goes Sam, drops, and nice punt, nice end over end, tight spiral. Ball's caught at the 35-yard line, and number 3 tries to get outside, and he's going to get hit hard, but he's drugged forward into Chelsea territory. So Richard, with 6:59 left to go in this third quarter, Oak Mountain will take over again at Chelsea 48-yard line.
That's right, and he did get hit hard. He's able to spin out of it, keep his feet for get about another 3 or 4 yards on the carry there. But here the defense is back out on the field here. We got to have another good stop. These guys are tough. They're playing hard, and they're a lot of these young guys are growing up tonight.
All right, Richard, first down 10, double wings, number 4 goes in motion. Ball handed to fullback up the middle, and he's fighting hard. Going to pick up at least 7 yards, 8 yards on the first down, and you can't give up 8 yards on first down.
No, not to a fullback dive. Oak Mountain has the most complete offensive line they've ever had in Chris Bell's tenure here.
Yeah, he said it.
That's big accolades.
Yep.
And they're proving it tonight.
Yep, second down 3, ball on the far hash mark. 10 comes in motion, handed up the fullback again, and he busts through tackles. And Richard, we came in with head down, and we did not come to tackle. We came to arm tackle right there.
Yep.
And we had 2 guys just kind of collapse on him, and he ran through those arm tackles.
Yeah, you've got to wrap up. If you're coming up from the safety position, you've got to wrap up and hold on and get them down. Otherwise, it's a big play for the offense. And for Oak Mountain, that's what happened.
Yeah, you'd never think. I was talking to one of the coaches this week. You remember when these seniors, eighth graders, we beat Oak Mountain 21-14, and then we had a lightning delay, and the game got called there with about 2 minutes left. And Collier made a very similar run right there before half. He bust through 2 tacklers just like that. All right, Oak Mountain set up to run the swinging gate here. They're going to run the 2-point conversion. They throw, and the center is eligible, and they threw it to the center. So why not if you can do it?
Yep.
That's all about right there, straight up. That's about coaching against the swinging gate. There's so many options in the swinging gate. The center is eligible, the outside receiver is eligible, the slot guy is eligible, and you have to have a man covered. And, and if this is something new, I don't remember if Oak Mountain ran the swing gate or not last year, but right now they've scored twice on us.
Well, what that does is they're doing this not for Chelsea, they're doing it for themselves and for all these teams they're going to be playing in 7A. It's something else the coaches have to spend time during the week planning for, because that's twice tonight they've ran it. And, they're doing this to get this on film, like I said, to give the other 7A coaches that they're going to be playing this year a little more heartburn.
Yep.
But, Ray, that drive after the free kick, after the safety, was a 48-yard drive, took 2 plays, 48 yards, 38 seconds for the Oak Mountain touchdown. And after the 2-point conversion brings the score, with 6:21 left to go in the third quarter, Oak Mountain 35, Chelsea 0.
Richard, so Sam Nivens actually the 15th ranked punter in the country, number 1 in the state.
Wow.
So that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
We ain't had a number 1 punter in the state since yours truly.
Who?
Me. Oh. You didn't know I was all-state punter, Richard?
I try to forget that.
Richard, that was 47.
We never punted.
That was back 30 years ago, Miss Richard. No, we didn't really. All right, well, hey, let's go to, do we have time for a break?
I believe so. It's a heat timeout.
It is a heat timeout. Let's go to a quick break. We'll be right back.
Chelsea Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football. They've been providing friends and neighbors throughout Shelby County with dependable and trustworthy auto repairs for 15 years. Chelsea Tire Pros is now also a local dealer of iconic golf carts. Chelsea Tire Pros, 205-678-4944. Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
All right, we're coming back here. 6:21 left in the third quarter, 35-0, Oak Mountain over the Hornets. Mandy just sent me a sweet text. She said, you were number 40 in the program, number 1 in my heart. How about that right there?
That's just so sweet.
It is sweet. Maybe stay awake. I'll kiss you when I get home. All right. Well, Oak Mountain set to kick off on the far hash mark. Ball sitting at the 40-yard line. Back deep is Sassani. And I cannot see the other number of who's back deep. No, A.J. Freer, number 30. A.J.'s quick. A.J.'s fast. A.J. runs straight into the tackler.
Well, there were about 4 red jerseys.
Yeah, nobody blocked.
And no white jerseys, so didn't have much of a choice.
So here's where we got an Oak Mountain player hurt. Hey, praise the Lord, and I mean that sincerely. This is the first injury we've had tonight.
Yeah.
With us not being able to practice like we normally do, Richard. There being short, practices, not as much time to prepare. first game of the season. This is the first injury. Really, it is fantastic to go almost 3.5 or 2.5 quarters and not have an injury.
Yeah, we hope and pray that he's all right, nothing serious.
All right, we'll go to a quick break, and we'll be right back, and we'll just pray for this player.
Columbiana Tractor is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School football. For tractor, power equipment, and much more, Columbiana Tractor is happy to help you. Columbiana Tractor, 205-670-0054.
Support for Chelsea High School football and Cool 96.9 comes from Elite Off-Road and Performance. Elite Off-Road and Performance has been supporting Chelsea High School and serving the Chelsea and surrounding areas in the 4x4 off-road and motorsports industry since 2018. Elite Off-Road and Performance, 205-677-2080.
All right, we're back. The player was able to lead on his own 2 feet. He didn't have to be carried off. Chelsea take over 1st and 10. Excuse me.
You all right, Ray? You got a little choked up there.
Choking
Sorry.
a little bit.
That Nick Neve's pass fell a little short, incomplete there, intended for number 5, Gabe Ruffin.
Yeah, a little rollout.
Yeah, a little rollout, yeah. It's hard to set your feet and put some zip on that ball. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Hornets from their own 14-yard line.
Well, let's see what happens here. MT's checked in at fullback. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. Holton Smith in here by himself. Handed to Collier Blair over left tackle. Collier's not got a ton of touches tonight running the ball. It was like Gabe Ruff at number 5 and one of the Oak Mountain players tying up a little bit, pushing each other a little bit. Attitude and tempers get a little chippy here when you're down 35-0. But you got to remember, play with class.
That's right.
You win with class, you lose with class.
Well, and you don't know what's being said on the other side too.
Nope,
so when you're up 35-0, you get a little chippy too. But yeah, Oak Mountain. We said at the beginning, Oak Mountain's D line is big and fast and athletic, and when you're starting a whole brand new offensive line, as the Hornets are, it's hard to get the run established.
Yeah, it is. Twins right, fullback to the right, receiver to the left. Collier to the left, ball hand up the middle. Collier busts through. It looked like the ball came out. Was that not the ball that came out, Richard?
Yeah, Collier does not have the ball, but I think he was down.
Yeah, he might have been. I hope he was.
Yeah, he was.
It's going to bring up 4th down and about 4, maybe 5. Hard to tell if this angle is going to bring up another punting opportunity for Sam Niven.
UAB commit Xander Eccles coming out to deep snap.
Yep.
He's been doing it a long time, and he's good at it.
Yeah, he has. We coached Xander in 4th grade, and Xander played center for us, and Xander always came in hot with that snap.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to
gets it back there.
Xander, when we start punting, you're going to be perfect for that. All right, Xander Eccles snapping, great snap. Sam Niven gets the ball, nice high spiral. Ball's going to be going out of bounds at about the Chelsea 47-yard line. Not as deep a punt as we've had, but definitely effective. Nobody got a return on it.
Right, a nice punt. We've had a nice firm wind blow in from right to left, and I think that ball just hung up in the air a little bit.
It did too.
They're actually going to mark it back about the 44-yard line of the Hornets.
Wouldn't be surprised if we don't start seeing some number 2s from Oak Mountain. They have that quarterback move in from Florida and California. But we'll probably get a little dose of him. I see a number 15 running out there, so I guess that's him. So number 15 checks in at quarterback for Oak Mountain. The new move in from either California or Florida. Same offense, wing T. About 5 players moved early. Hey, fantastic. They threw a flag. Why have they not blown the play dead? Like 4 players moved before the ball was ever snapped, and the whistle never blew, Richard.
I've noticed, too, the whistle seems muffled tonight. I know they're not blowing it from underneath their mask because they're not wearing a mask, but it's just like they're using a weird, it's almost like an electric whistle or, the push-button whistle, not the, and maybe it is. Maybe that's what it is since they.
Richard, I tell you what it could be.
What's that?
In the sensitive world we've started living in, maybe the whistles were too loud for our ears.
Oh, yeah.
And so they've come to tone the whistles down so it wouldn't hurt ears.
Well, that one was fine. But anyway, so after the penalty, it's going to be 1st and 15 for the Eagles.
Second and 15. Yeah,
excuse me.
2nd and 15. I don't know how it's 2nd and 15. See, I thought we moved early right there. Number 15 kept the ball. Well, number 15 won't be in long if this is what happens. And that's the thing with this type of offense right here, Richard. It's about fluid motion. It's about all cylinders firing at the same time. And if you got a new quarterback that comes in just off the bench, you'll have some of these illegal procedures, some bad pitches.
Right.
Because things like this happen. Now it's 2nd down and 15.
Right. I don't know. They just had the marker wrong. They called that an incomplete pass, Ray.
Did they really? Well, they looked like it was
a little forward.
Yeah, Kyle Kelly said a publicly correct whistle.
There you go.
Same formation, 2nd and 15, ball handed to the fullback. That's a safe. You can't mess that one up. So it's going to bring up, he got 4 yards, going to be 3rd down and 11. So I'm anxious to see if they let the quarterback, this new quarterback, come in and start throwing the football right here.
Yep. In at fullback for Oak Mountain's number 5, Trey Vassell. He's a sophomore. Comes in at 5'9", 185. So he's a load for a sophomore for Oak Mountain.
All right, Richard, shotgun formation for the first time tonight. Looks like we got a timeout. Oak Mountain head coach Chris Bale come out not happy. So with 3:43 left to go in the third, Chelsea 0, Oak Mountain 35. We're going to go to a quick break.
Ridgecrest Homes is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Ridgecrest Homes are well built and affordable. If you're looking for a floor plan that suits your family, Ridgecrest can help. 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
As a Chelsea High School graduate, a proud member of Chelsea community, Shirley Hall with Keller Williams is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Shirley Hall with Keller Williams, 205-369-9076 or shirleyhallsales@gmail.com. That's shirleyhallsales@gmail.com. We're back. 3rd down and 11. They got out of the shotgun, went back to under center. Number 15 drops back, throws a quick strike, and we just come up and miss the tackle. There is no excuse. That's Richard. 3rd down and 11. They run a 10-yard. They don't even run a 10-yard. They run about a 7-yard hitch, catch it, roll out, and nobody's there to make the tackle. So 1st down and 10 for the Oak Mountain Eagles. Richard, give me a little volume over there. I've gone dormant over here. All right, there we go. 1st down and 10. The ball sitting at the 22-yard line of Chelsea. Same formation. Twin running back in motion. Ball handed to the fullback. Nice tackle right there from the linebacker position. The MT coming up and making that tackle.
Yeah, Marquise did a good job of scraping off the block there and able to make a nice tackle there. But not before the fullback was able to get a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, we needed the good stop right there by MT. 2nd down and 8. Ball sitting at the 20-yard line of Chelsea. 2 receivers, 2 wingbacks, and a fullback. New quarterback checked in for Oak Mountain, number 15. Goes under center, fullback gets set. Wingback goes in motion, number 31. Ball handed again to the fullback, and he's just bowling over people. And Richard, the bad thing about 35-0 is you're tired. You don't see the light at the end of the tunnel no more, and you start kind of just, I hate to use the word giving up, but you start not giving the same thud you gave 20 minutes ago.
Well, these guys have been pounded on now for almost 3 quarters.
Yeah.
You know, it's first game of the season. You're not really in game shape yet. And this offense is one that pounds on you, especially with the big offensive line like Oak Mountain.
It's 1st and goal from the 7. Ball handed to the fullback again, number 5. Donovan Bivens on the tackle, along with, looks like maybe a Chandler Pruitt. Several different white jerseys in there on that tackle.
You know, a lot of these big offensive linemen are firing off and hitting our linemen in the knees, which is they're cutting them, and which is fine. But you know, you get tired of that. You know, that's a constant pounding in there, and it wears and tears on you.
All right, 2nd goal from the 5-yard line. Fullback in the backfield, wingback in motion. The ball handed again to the fullback, and he's met right in the hole by Evan Durham and Cody Fortenberry. James Turns. I mean, it was James Turns busted him in the mouth the minute he took the handoff.
Yep, they had a little slant on that time. Yeah, a lot of those linemen, a lot of the offensive linemen for Oak Mountain are kind of like bear crawling almost, just trying to get to our linebacker, getting into the linemen's feet and into our linebackers, just to kind of cause just some chaos in there.
Yep, 3rd down and 5, 3rd and goal from the 5, quarterback under center, tight end in the game now, wingback in motion, speed sweep, and he's going to get hit just short of the goal line. It's going to bring a 4th down and goal from the 1. Just another speed sweep with number 3 there. And Richard, at first, I thought he was going to get hit in the backfield, and he turned. He made a nice cut up the field and picked up 4.
I'm going to tell you, if I'm Chris Bell for Oak Mountain, I'm just going to turn around and get the ball to number 5. But it looks like they're going to bring the field goal team in.
Yeah, it's smart, and believe it or not, a little sportsmanship there.
Yeah.
And he could run the score up if he wanted to.
Right.
And, we've not had a ton of success against Oak Mountain over the last few years.
1-7.
Yeah, that's not good.
Last time we beat them was 2016, and that was a special year for the Hornets.
Yeah, I remember that. We that was going to be. I'm trying to think of some of those guys' names. Drawing a blank, but either way,
field goal is up and good.
38-0 over Chelsea with 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. David, why don't we go to a quick break while we get ready for kickoff return, and we'll be right back.
Chelsea Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football. They've been providing friends and neighbors throughout Shelby County with dependable and trustworthy auto repairs for 15 years. Chelsea Tire Pros is now also a local dealer of iconic golf carts. Chelsea Tire Pros, 205-678-4944. Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
All right, Hornet fans, welcome back to Herdmont Park here. Chelsea's down 38-0 with 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. The last scoring drive by Oak Mountain was 8 plays, 43 yards, and ended with the field goal by Oak Mountain, bring the score 38-0.
All right, Oak Mountain set to kick. Ball kicked from the 40-yard line. It's going to kick deep. I can't tell if that's Holton Smith on return. Coming up the sideline, makes a nice move right there. Makes another guy miss. He's going to be brought down at the Chelsea 34-yard line. Richard, give me the golden nugget for tonight. Give me the one thing positive you see defensively tonight.
Defensively for Chelsea?
Yeah.
We haven't given up.
Well, no, we haven't.
Have not given up defensively. The thing is this offense, Ray, is so hard to stop. If you stop the fullback, then you got to find something. You got to stop the quarterback. Well, if you can't stop the quarterback, then you got to stop the pitch.
Yep.
I don't think our guys have played bad defensively. It's just we've not been able to take away one of the 3 aspects to this offense.
Yeah.
If we stop the quarterback in the pitch, we're not stopping the dive. If we're stopping the dive, we're not stopping the pitch. And so on and so forth. So,
if I had to give you a golden nugget out of this defense, I would say probably at times James Turns and MT. Collier Blair. If Collier keeps his feet there, and we're not trying to talk over the offense right this minute, but we're just trying to talk. I think nose guard James Turns and MT playing a position he didn't play last year, and James Turns playing nose guard, made some good tackles at that nose spot. So there's been some bright spots in the secondary. Evan Jones coming back playing this year. I think if I had to give a bright spot, ball snap to Collier Blair trying to sneak through. It looks like he's going to be back to the line of scrimmage here on 1st down. He had a big run, almost broke it, but got tripped up. But, I guess one of the bright spots, too, is there's a lot of kids playing. I'm glad to see Evan Jones back out there. Good to see Caleb Thomason back out there. We got a bunch of kids playing again, and I think this defense is going to get better. As they play together more throughout the season, I think they're going to get better.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there are some positives. Quarter did come to an end. Oak Mountain 38, Chelsea 0. Offensively, if you had to give a golden nugget, what would you say about the offense?
Well, I think the offensive line, for the lack of experience they have, has played pretty well at times against this. I mean, it's just so hard when you play when you go up classification.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to gauge. It's just hard to gauge when you go up against a team that's experienced, and that, like I said, goes up when we go up in classification, as we have tonight, being 6A playing 7A.
Well, and I agree. Offensively, I know Nick's got 3 interceptions on the night. I think 2 of them are his fault. Well, let me say his fault. We don't know what the routes were, but 2 of them are on him. One of them was a tip pass. One was just directly to him. The other one we know was a bounce ball into the stomach of the defender. So I don't think he's played bad tonight. I think we've had opportunities. I think Collier has not got a ton of opportunities tonight. First opportunity we've thrown downfield tonight. That's
Thomas Simpson.
Yeah, that's the first time we've thrown downfield all night. We've thrown, a couple of short things. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. But, I think, like you said, the offensive line for their first varsity game, and for every one of those guys out there, all 5 of them, this is their first varsity game starting. You got 2 sophomores.
Well,
you got a junior, a senior, and
you got a junior, Will Fant, starting at center, and has done a great job tonight.
Yeah.
Usually in a lot of, we watch a lot of football, and, a lot of times, especially the first game, there's that quarterback center exchange. A lot of times can be a little iffy. And tonight, there's only been 1 bad snap.
Yeah, you're right. And we're not. No one's perfect.
No.
So to have 1 bad snap,
that's great.
We can
for
work
somebody,
on those things
because Will Fant's going to give everything he's got, and nobody's going to be harder on himself than himself.
That's right. All right, we're taking it. Chelsea took a timeout. 11:54 left in the 4th quarter. Oak Mountain 38, Chelsea 0. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Columbiana Tractor is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School football. For tractor, power equipment, and much more, Columbiana Tractor is happy to help you. Columbiana Tractor, 205-670-0054.
Support for Chelsea High School football and Cool 96.9 comes from Elite Off-Road and Performance. Elite Off-Road and Performance has been supporting Chelsea High School and serving the Chelsea and surrounding areas in the 4x4 off-road and motorsports industry since 2018. Elite Off-Road and Performance, 205-677-2080.
Ridgecrest Homes is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Ridgecrest Homes are well built and affordable. If you're looking for a floor plan that suits your family, Ridgecrest can help. 205-980-2877 or ridgecresthomes.net.
All right, we're back here. 3rd down and 10 for Chelsea. Ball sitting at the 48. Nick Neves rolls right. That was a quick pass through the hands of number 15, Thomas Simpson. If Thomas comes down with that is a 1st down all the way. So missed opportunity there on 3rd down for Chelsea. Looks like our team's trying to go forward wants to go forward on 4th down. And Coach Goodwin's going to send the punting team out. Richard, I don't know who it was that texted me, but somebody texted me the names I was looking for. That 2016 team was Matthew Marquette and Zaylin Reynolds. And that's it. That was Matthew played quarterback and Zaylin played tailback. And that was that was the first year I did radio. That was a fantastic football team right there. Good snap by Xander. Nice punt. Just the nose stayed up a little bit. Ball's going to hit and take an Oak Mountain backwards bounce towards Chelsea sideline. So it's going to bounce out at the 22-yard line. So Richard, 38-0. Oak Mountain does have a lead with 11:38 left. Not the game we wanted. Not the score we wanted. But, like I said, as a player, you and I both played. You come into a game against an Oak Mountain, and we're 1-7. You got a whole new offensive line. Do you come in going, hey, we got much of a chance? You hope that's their mentality, but realistically, is that their fault?
Yeah. You're talking about 15, 16, 17-year-old kids here.
Yeah, that's right.
A few 18-year-olds thrown in the mix. So.
All right, got another quarterback come in the game for Oak Mountain, number 14. The ball handed to the fullback once again, stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Looks like Evan Durham. No, that's Chandler Pruitt. Isn't it crazy? Chandler Pruitt is making tackles on a dive up the middle from the safety position.
Well, that's just, and he's reading that play. And as soon as he reads it, Coach Ellison's got him running downhill, going to get the ball. And he's, we didn't call his name much in the first quarter, but we've called it quite a bit since then.
Richard Briarwood is beating Fort Payne 28-13. I do not like seeing that. Hewitt-Trussville is on top of Pinson Valley 23-13. Helena beat the stew out of Dallas County. Pelham and Mortimer George still
There's MT with a nice stick that time. I'll tell you what, MT has made the nice transition from defensive end to middle linebacker there. Coach, when I started coaching this defense, Coach Ellison told me, he said, your best player has got to be your Mike linebacker, and your second best player has got to be your safety. And so with MT and Chandler Pruitt, I think Coach Ellison's figuring it out. Yeah. Those are probably your best two players on the defensive side right now.
And I'm excited to see MT playing that Mike linebacker, because I'm telling you, he come in his freshman year, he was tall and lean, had a little bit of softness to him, but he's worked out really hard and gotten stronger and bigger, and obviously he's reading the football and finding the football. But we talked about earlier, Fortenberry. I coached Cody Fortenberry last year as a freshman, and here he is a sophomore. Big kid, big strong kid, just doesn't have a lot of varsity experience. You got number 28 Ernest out there. Ernest played tailback last year. He didn't even play defense. All right, here we go. We got number, is it James Turns at nose guard there? That's not. Oh, that's going to be Bennett. I bet you number 50 is Bennett. Bennett was a nose guard for us last year as a freshman. We couldn't block Bennett in practice, Richard. It's going to be third down and about 6 right here. Jaden Bennett. And we could not block Jaden. He was so fast.
Look at him. He was getting double teamed and still made the tackle.
Jaden got hurt for us about first game of the year, broke his collarbone, and we couldn't block. We couldn't run plays because Jaden couldn't be blocked.
Yeah, Jaden, he's got all the ability in the world, and when he turns it on, he can be unbelievable.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So you got James Turns at that defensive end spot, Jaden Bennett at that nose guard, and I'm telling you, if they can get some use out of Jaden at that nose position this year, that'll be fantastic. Because I'm telling you, he is a force. He has a motor that just can't block.
And a mouth too, but he is funny. He's a funny kid.
Yeah, he
is a funny young man. But yeah, he did a good job at the time. He was getting double teamed and still was able to be in on the tackle. But it's going to bring up 4th and 12, 4th and 13, and Oak Mountain's going to be set here to punt.
All right, Hassani Burns is going to be back deep along with Holton Smith, both standing at the Chelsea 45-yard line.
Should get some good field position out of this.
Yep, clock not running. 4th down and 12 for Oak Mountain.
I'm not really sure why it's not.
I'm not sure why it's not either. Nobody took a timeout.
No. Still not running. He's winding it. There we go.
Here we go.
Should never have stopped.
Nope. I didn't understand why it stopped either. 15 seconds on the play clock. Oak Mountain letting the clock run under 9 minutes, down to 8:52, 51, and they're running clock. High snap goes through the hands, and if he don't kick it out of the end zone, it's going to be, for once Richard happened to us, has now struck us. Look at Holton Smith. He's excited. Hey, we got points on the board.
Yeah.
So with 8:40 left, Richard, just like the punt earlier, the ball just went through his hands.
Yeah.
He really had an opportunity to catch that and missed it. So with 8:40 left, Chelsea gets on the scoreboard with 2 points of safety. And look, Jaden Bennett comes off. He is fired up.
He cracks me up. But yeah, it's going to bring the score 38-2 with 8:40 left to go in the 4th quarter. And with Oak Mountain kicking from the 20, Chelsea should get good field position out of this.
Yeah, should get some good field position. You know that Chandler Pruitt, look at him coming off sideline. He is war slap out.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
he looked like a whip dog right there. He's tired.
Well, he plays so hard.
Yep, Garrison, his motor runs. James Turn, they're tired. And listen, like you said a while ago, they never gave up.
No.
These kids, we've known these kids since 4th grade. There's no give up in them.
No.
they could have given up a while ago. And it don't matter who you put out there, first string, second string, third string quarterback, you still got to give you all.
Right.
So wouldn't be surprised here if you just don't see the kicker. Yeah, it looks like he's putting a tee down. Their kicker seems to be better than their punter. So if I was Holton and Hassani, I would back up to about the 25. Because based on where they're standing right now, they're not giving this kicker the credit.
Right, and if you let it go over your head.
He's backed up. Let's think about this. He kicked 2 in the end zone.
Right.
So that means they should be standing on the 20. They're not far enough back.
There's Holton. He's backing up. They're backing up now.
Adams telling them to back
Yeah.
up.
Hey, back up, guys.
Yeah. Coach Franklin said back up. So the kicker comes set to kick from the 20-yard line, kicks a high kick. So Holton's going to catch it about the 26-yard line. The wedge is set over here. Holton's going to try and slide through. There's just nowhere to go. A lot of standing around.
By the Hornets. There.
Yeah, we really were. It's like we were trying to catch a block instead of trying to make a block. So
Right, looks like we got a new quarterback going in. Let's see who it's going to be.
Well,
the two backups.
Cooper Griffin.
All 3 quarterbacks are in the huddle
And
here.
Hayden Garrison.
Yeah, all 3 of them are in the huddle with the team, but let's see who comes out.
Play clock's down to 17.
Looks like number 11,
Hayden Garrison.
Garrison's going to check in.
He's a sophomore.
Yeah.
Yep, played for us last year. He was our freshman.
He comes in at 6'2", 160. Gives you a little more height back there.
Yep.
He's been
Says
playing
he's
quarterback
10 pounds
several
heavier
years.
than. We got 3 seconds. Snap it. The ball hand off to Collier. Collier bounces outside, makes a couple of guys miss. He's hit the sideline, but he's going to be knocked out about the 50-yard line. Nice vision by number 1, the senior tailback Blair, as he rounds to left end. Made a couple of guys miss and made a nice just scoot up the sideline.
Yeah, number 3, Ricky Whiten in there, receiver for the Hornets. Made a nice little block. Gave Collier a chance to get a couple more yards out of that. Pick up a first down.
All right, first down and 10 at the 50-yard line. Sophomore Hayden Garrison in. Ball snap, play action. Hayden throwing a quick pass. Looks like to number 9. Is that Adam Reeves? Yeah, it's Adam Reeves.
That's that play we've thrown a couple of times. It's been thrown behind Adam. That one hit. That one's one you got to throw low and inside, like Hayden did that time. And Adam went down and caught it. He got 6 yards out of it. So a nice little play to get the sophomore started here.
All right, trips right, single receiver left. Ooh, we moved a little early. Got away with it. Hayden Garrison rolling out of the pocket, throwing a pass. Hayden's got to know to throw that away because if Adam catches it, he loses 6 yards on that. Wesley just texted me they're not even to halftime yet at Cornerstone.
Ooh. He did a good job of, he was getting some pressure from his right side and was able to roll out around it and get the pass off. But like you said, you ought to put that up there in the band.
Yep, and don't try and roll outside that pressure. Roll underneath that pressure right there.
But, you know, he's a sophomore.
He is.
So he's going to learn. But, hey, he had the, like I said, he had the wherewithal to get away from the pressure there.
All right.
Anyway.
Trips lefts. We're in empty formation. Trips left, Twins right. Hayden's like, wait a minute, where's my running back? There it is. Here comes Collier in the motion. Coming in motion right there, fakes it. I don't think Hayden knew exactly what was going to be going on.
I thought I heard a whistle, and everybody stopped, but one guy on
Coach,
defense.
hey, I think you're right because look, the quarterback's coach, Caldwell, he threw his hands out like, hey, what happened? We had some confusion there. 4th down and 8, loss of 3 yards on play. The White Hats talking to the umpire.
I thought I heard a whistle.
I think we had an inverted whistle too.
They're talking about something. I thought it was everybody stopped, but one guy on Oak Mountain's defense.
They're going to put you got 2 options here with an inverted whistle. You take the result of the play, or you do the down over. We don't want the result of the play. We want the down over. So it needs to go back to 3rd and 6.
I promise you I heard a whistle. But
my guess is we will not get this right.
Well, the offense is setting up. They're talking about
where's the ball?
They're putting it back on the original line of scrimmage. So
no, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
We lost more than.
No, they're putting it back up.
But we got to get the down over. It's got to be 3rd down.
Yeah.
Hayden Garrison goes back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to go back to third down.
I knew I heard a whistle. That's why everybody stopped.
Yeah, you either get the results of the play or you get the down over, and he got the down over. So, like you said, it's 3rd and 7, maybe 3rd and a long 6. Ball sitting on the Oak Mountain 46-yard line. Hayden in the backfield by himself. Thomas Simpson moving a little bit. Hayden just takes it and chunks it up.
Nice.
Throws. Oh, Gabe Ruffin had it in his hands and dropped it. Big play. Not a bad pass at all by Hayden.
Great pass.
And just the ball dropped on a huge 3rd down right there.
He had some pressure up, getting upfield. He stepped up into it and zipped one, hit Gabe in the hands, I thought.
It did.
I thought we should have had that one.
Yep.
It would have been a nice gainer there for the Hornets.
And Richard, we've got, and Adams had a couple opportunities tonight to make some tough catches. Gabe's had an opportunity. We have to help our quarterbacks out. No matter who's at quarterback, we got to catch the tough ones.
Yeah, we let one go through our hands a while ago, so it's going to bring up 4th and 6, it looks like.
All right, it's going to be 4th down and 6. The ball sitting at the 46-yard line. Trips or twins left, twins right. A quick pass to Thomas Simpson, and Thomas gets absolutely slobber-knockered, and it's going to pick up about 2 yards. Not going to be enough for a first down, but, not bad performance by the sophomore quarterback. Coach Goodwin talks to him a little bit. So first varsity game for him as well.
Yeah. So it's going to be turnover on downs for the Hornets. Turnover for the Hornets. Oak Mountain's going to take over at their own 44-yard line. Jackson Laughlin, another sophomore, checking in an outside linebacker.
And Mama told me if he came in and she wasn't here, she was going to die.
She better be listening.
Angela, I hope you're listening. Your boy's in the game.
James Stearns out of defensive end. Got Jaden Bennett at nose guard.
Number 3 goes in motion, hands it to him on a speed sweep. Boy, and he gets eat up by number 28, Ernest. And who's that? That's Carson Freeman.
Carson Freeman, yeah.
Yep, good job by Carson.
He's Chandler Pruitt's back up at that safety position. Did a nice job of coming up, running the lane, making the tackle there. So Hamp Waller's out there. I'm trying to say who that is. Got Cody Fortenberry at the Mike linebacker there. That's
it's a new position for him.
Yeah.
All right, going to be 2nd down and 10. The ball sitting at the 44-yard line. Quarterback rolling to his right. Tries to make a pitch. Ball on the ground.
I think
we have a fumble. I know, Richard, we're not that lucky.
I think we got it.
I don't think so.
Nope.
Nobody's cheering. Second, it's going to bring up a long 3rd down. The ball looked like it was rolling back into the hands of the running back. So good job. Our second injured player. Hopefully it's just a cramp. So give me who number 54 is. He was in.
54, that's Brady Clements.
Oh, Brady.
Yeah.
It's Colby. Graduated last year, his younger brother.
You got 39, Brock Forehand in at the right cornerback there. So seeing some young guys in, getting these guys some experience. But we got
good.
Injury timeout, Ray.
All right, let's go to a quick break, David, and we'll be back and check on this injured player.
As a Chelsea High School graduate, a proud member of Chelsea community, Shirley Hall with Keller Williams is honored to support Chelsea High School football. Shirley Hall with Keller Williams, 205-369-9076 or shirleyhallsales@gmail.com. That's shirleyhallsales@gmail.com.
Support for Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football comes from State Farm agent Charles Daniel. Charles understands what your things really mean to you and is there to help you give them the protection they deserve. State Farm agent Charles Daniel, 205-979-1884. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, we're back. 6:06 left. Chelsea 2, Oak Mountain 38. We got a safety late in the game. Oak Mountain just had an injured player. Thank goodness he was able to walk off on his own assistance. It'll be 3rd down and about 6 here, late in the 4th quarter. Oak Mountain goes to I formation, Richard. Twins left, single receiver right, no tight end, fullback, tailback. And our defense like I formation. I ain't seen that, never. I ain't seen that since Tecmo Bowl. Quarterback under center, hands just a lead formation. Number 3, good job by Carson Freeman coming up and laying the wood there on about the 41-yard line.
Caleb Thomason checking back in for James Turns there.
Yep.
It's a lot of these guys, like you said, they've played a lot of football, and it's good to see them get on the field out here on Friday nights. It's going to bring up 4th and 12
Yep,
for Oak Mountain. They're in punt formation. I don't know if we have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I texted both the Laughlins, Brian and Angela had already told her she didn't. She's like, if he gets on the field and I'm not there, I'm gonna die. And both of them said they jumped up screaming. They were so excited. So Jackson's on the field doing a good job. 4th down, another young player for Chelsea, just a sophomore, good punt. Holton Smith calls for a fair catch. Catches it falling backwards. So good job by the defense right there. Doesn't matter what offense is out there. Your job as a defense is to stop them.
Yep.
And they did it.
They did. You're exactly right. Because at that point, it's you're playing against whoever's up, and then it's just football. I'll tell you what, though, and these guys, people that haven't played football, playing on Monday nights for the JV or the freshman team, or playing on Thursday nights for 7th or 8th grade is one thing, but it's something about Friday nights getting out here.
I graduate.
And out here with the band playing, it's just something a little bit different. So I'm glad to see these guys getting a little bit of field time tonight.
Richard Ojeb Ritchie chiming in from Alaska 5 hours behind us. Hayden Garrison keeping the ball. Looked like a little confusion there. Hayden stiff-arming people. But Jeb's from Alaska, lives up there, works up there, retired from the Air Force.
Yep.
He's watching live and was commenting. Jeb, I hope next week we can have a better outcome than tonight. This has been a little tough outcome. Next week we go to Helena, Richard.
Helena's at home.
Helena is at home, that's right.
Yep. Helena's at home next week.
All right, twins right, twins left. Ball sitting at the 25-yard line. Hayden takes a snap, looks to throw a quick pass through the hands of number 5, Gabe Ruffin. Got to work on catching the football.
Yeah.
Just too many balls being dropped. It's at least 4 drops tonight. Caught some balls earlier, but once again, Richard, you're talking about being tired. You're down 38-2, and we can't quit.
No.
You can't quit catching the football. Hayden's put the ball in Gabe's hands twice, and we've dropped both of them.
Yeah. Ball hits you in the hands, you got to catch it.
Yeah, A.J. Freer in the game over there. Ricky Whitehead's in the game. Thomas Simpson on this side here.
Chris McNeil in the running back.
Yeah, Chris McNeil in the backfield. Chris is probably, believe it or not, Chris is probably the fastest kid on the team. At one point when he was in 8th grade, he was like the fastest 8th grader in the state.
Really?
So
they picked up a couple yards there. It's going to bring up 4th and 5.
Yep. But another thing, Chris has never played running back.
Wow.
He played receiver for us and more secondary, never played in the running back. So a lot of kids having to move around, learn new positions.
Yep. 4th down, we're going to bring in Xander and Sam again.
Yep. Here comes Cody Fortenberry running late.
And Sam will probably tell you, one thing that makes his job easier is the fact that he knows that Xander's going to get the ball to him quick. And he can take his time.
Yep.
And get it away and really focus on good technique.
Receiver for Oak Mountain calls a fair catch. Hey, I'll tell you as a punter, there ain't nothing better than knowing the snaps coming. Bo Roberts was snapper for me, and Bo wasn't terrible. Bo was a good snapper, but Bo played right guard, and Bo was he played defensive end. By the time we either had to punt, he was slap out.
Oh yeah.
He wasn't 100% by the time we were punting late in the game, so you wasn't 100% sure where it was going to go because he was tired. He had been playing the whole game.
Right.
So either way, all right, Oak Mountain takes over with 3:38 left, 38-2. Oak Mountain back in the I formation. Ball sitting at the 35-yard line for Oak Mountain. The ball handed to number 3, the tailback. He's trying to cut all the way back across the field. He's got some open field, and Hamp we fumble on the play. Looks like Chelsea may have the football, but I thought Oak Mountain guy jumped on it, to be honest with you. We're scrambling for it.
We got it.
We do have it. That's going to be Chelsea football. That's Evan Jones. We got a flag. I don't know who the flag's on. My guesses are the white team. Good job for Evan Jones.
There was a scrum for the ball there. It looked like there was about the 22 players. Looked like about 20 of them were in on that.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. Looks like this kid here may be cramping.
Injured. David, you want to go to a quick break while we get the injured player off the field? 3:15 left to go in the game. 38-2. Oak Mountain with the lead.
Chelsea Tire Pros is a proud supporter of Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football. They've been providing friends and neighbors throughout Shelby County with dependable and trustworthy auto repairs for 15 years. Chelsea Tire Pros is now also a local dealer of iconic golf carts. Chelsea Tire Pros, 205-678-4944. Cool 96.9 and Chelsea High School football is sponsored by Hayes Eye Center. If you live anywhere near Chelsea, you know the name Dr. Robbie Hayes. Dr. Hayes and his staff provide personalized eye health and vision care for the whole family. Located right off Highway 280 in the Chelsea Med Plaza, the phone number is 205-678-2020.
Columbiana Tractor is a proud supporter of Chelsea High School football. For tractor, power equipment, and much more, Columbiana Tractor is happy to help you. Columbiana Tractor, 205-670-0054.
Back as they help the Oak Mountain player off the field. Richard just got a text from Dwight Spradley.
Oh, Coach
Well,
Bradley.
it was on Facebook, but Dwight Spradley said when he was coaching at Vincent, it happened one night. The lights went out against Westbrook Christian. The power just went out, and they lost power on the light. So I guess it happens more than we think.
Yeah.
All right, Chelsea has the ball 1st and 10. We got a whistle. Well, we even got the player off the field. Hey, White Hat. I mean, maybe we can get the injured player off before we blow the whistle and play?
All right.
There we go.
got,
Yay.
like you said, Chris McNeil back at running back.
Yep.
Hayden Garrison, sophomore at quarterback.
Thomas Simpson coming in motion, a little speed sweep to Thomas. Thomas cuts it up, lowers his head, and gets absolutely waller knockered.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to run. You got to run hard.
You
He's
better
making
lower
the
your
cut.
head.
You know.
Oh, that hurt me.
I never saw. I know we had the penalty on Chelsea, but I never saw the signal.
No, well, it was.
It was a 15-yard penalty, though, so I'm gonna say it's unsportsmanlike.
I'm gonna go fake penalty.
But
2nd down until we got 2 yards. So 2nd down and 8 right here. Trips left, single receiver right, ball in the far hash mark. Hayden Garrison calls for the snap. Quick pass out here to number 30, AJ Freer. AJ's trying to make a move outside and falls down as he's being tackled by number 31. AJ is going to be one of our future stars, Richard, at wide receiver. Just a sophomore. Need to put on a little weight, but he's quick, fast. You remember AJ from at the middle school?
Yeah. Thomas Simpson was doing a good job of walling the number 30 cornerback for Oak Mountain down inside for AJ, but AJ just slipped up on the numbers there. Picked up about a yard, so he'll bring up 3rd and 5 for the Hornets.
2:12 left to go, 38-2. Oak Mountain with a lead. Got some young guys in here, twins right, twins left. Hayden Garrison at quarterback, Chris McNeil in the backfield. Ball snap handed Chris up the middle. Chris makes a cut and gets absolutely hit. Richard, doesn't matter if it's 2nd or 3rd string. Oak Mountain's got some young kids that are not scared to hit.
Right. No, I agree, and you know that's one of the pluses to coaching a 7A team.
Yeah.
Is you're gonna have more players. You know, and not just more people on the team, but you're gonna have more players overall because you have more to choose from.
Yep. Well, it's been a tough one tonight, Richard. It's not the outcome we wanted. We knew Oak Mountain was going to be tough. Like you said, Chris Bell made the comment that probably the best offensive line he's had, probably one of the best defensive lines he's had. So, I mean, when you saying those type of things, and we know it's one in the trenches, right?
Yep.
I think we got a penalty here. Yep, we do. Thomas Simpson's got to get on the line of scrimmage.
Timeout. Got a timeout. Coach Goodwin got a timeout.
Well, Thomas wasn't lined up correctly, which is going to have 6 men on the line of scrimmage. But anyways, to have all those guys that you're talking about that are and having the new players, sure, we didn't want it to look like 38-2, but
and you got to think about how many players we got going both ways.
Mm-hmm.
You got some along the defensive line going both ways. You had a new starting middle linebacker, MT Marquise Turner. He also started at fullback on offense. So it's hard to go both ways in football, period. But especially in 6A.
Yep.
And especially when you're going up against a 7A squad like Oak Mountain.
That ain't got one kid going both ways.
Negative.
So.
But it is what it is. You play who you got. And
All right, it's going to be 4th down. Sam's going to get another opportunity to punt. Good snap. Sam takes his time. Nice punt. Nose didn't quite turn over and goes out about the 35-yard line. Not.
He's tired.
The one thing, and listen, I'm trying to coach Sam from up here. Do you know why the ball doesn't turn over right there, Richard?
Yeah, point your toe.
Your toes pointed up.
Well, that's what I mean.
You got to flatten that toe out, because if the ball is just spiraling up and never turns over, it just means your toes
hangs up in the air.
Yep.
You can't drive the football.
Hayden Bennett just ran off the field, and I think he almost pulled a hamstring right off the field.
Jaden Bennett?
Yeah, Jaden.
Jaden.
Yeah, they're cousins.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1st down and 10 for Oak Mountain. Oak Mountain does not have enough players on the field. 1 minute left. That was weird. The white hat for Oak Mountain, he called a timeout. Or the Oak Mountain did. He was like waving the players from Oak Mountain off the field. That was weird. All right, we're going to go to a commercial break here. 1 minute left, 38-2. Well, never mind. Oak Mountain is now coming on the field, so I guess there was not a timeout. So it's hard to figure out the white hat.
Well, it's first game. It's getting all these guys, these young guys for Oak Mountain, making sure everybody's out there. You always try to make sure you got your first squad, your second squad, your third squad. Especially early on in the season, it's hard to make sure you have everything lined up. But
Jackson, Powers. We're going to try and catch Coach Goodwin after the game. If you can just get you a question ready.
Great job by our band in the stands tonight, our cheerleaders.
Ball handed off in the backfield. Once again, James Turns on the tackle. Carson Freeman still got some starters out there. Kind of surprised that James Turns still out there. Cody Fortenberry still out there.
Yeah.
Evan Durham.
But Jackson Laughlin getting around the football that time.
Yeah, he is. He was on the tackle. Whoop, whoop.
52.
Who is that? Is that Ernest limping?
No, looks like this James Turns out there.
Yes, good.
Jaden Bennett's going to check back in and go to nose. He's going to send Caleb Thomason out to defensive end there. Looks like James just limping off. Coach Robbie Hayes checking him out there.
Yep.
White, what do we got here?
Pick up a no gain. It's going to be 2nd down. Oak Mountain staying in I formation. 26 seconds left. Looks like this is going to be the last play of the game, Richard.
Yeah.
Ball handed off to the full. Oh, quarterback kept it. And is he going to pitch it? Nope. Good tackle right there. Well, Richard, that should conclude. The time's going to run out. 14 seconds left. Oak Mountain 38, Chelsea 2. What you got? Somebody
stopping the clock because it was a first down.
That's all
right.
right.
The clock's still running. They're waving it off, but the clock's still running.
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Well, Richard, congratulations to Oak Mountain. Not the outcome we wanted, but either way, congratulations to them on their win this evening. Oak Mountain plays again next Friday at home against Pelham, while Chelsea has another non-conference game at home against Helena.
Ray, it's been our pleasure to bring you this live broadcast of the Chelsea High School football game this evening. Thanks again to our sponsors, Chelsea Tire Pros, Columbiana Tractor, Elite Off-Road and Performance, Hayes Eye Center, Shirley Hall with Keller Williams, Ridgecrest Homes, Charles Daniel, and Hope for Gabe.
All right, Rich Jackson, we'll go to you.
Hey, Coach, we got the first game under the belt tonight. What do you look to see from your players moving forward in the season?
Improvement from week 1 to week 2. We knew we had some things to work on coming out of this, but the list just got a little bigger. So we'll come back Monday, ready to work, and we'll get ready for Briarwood.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You had several young players tonight on the offensive line. What did you see from them tonight? What good did you see from them tonight?
I mean, I thought they did some things well. I mean, they did some things that we need to work on as well. I mean, I think across the board, I mean, there's positive and negatives. When we turn on the tape, we'll see what we did well and see what we did bad and find things to work on.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Jackson. Hey, I'm Ray Franklin. My co-host has been Richard Powers, our producer, Donna Bowles, engineer David Brady, our sideline reporter, Jackson Powers, and our statistician, Michael Bowles.
Haven't given him a big enough shout-out tonight.
Yeah,
Michael stepping in.
He did.
To Greg.
Yep, Greg wasn't able to make it, and so he did it. Michael
it's a family affair around here. All right, this program was produced in cooperation with Chelsea High School, Oak Mountain High School, Chelsea Living, and WLXY Chelsea Community Radio.
From all of us here at Cool 96.9 and Chelsea Living, thanks for listening and watching the live stream. Drive safely, God bless, and always go Hornets.